Once again, we're here again. Another positive episode of On the Record Podcast. I'm DJ Intense, your host of the most. And to the left of me, I have my brother, Emperor Key. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Glad to have you back on, my friend.
Good to have you back.
Good.
A little nervous.
A little nervous?
Yeah, a little nervous, yeah.
There's nobody here, so it's okay. All right. And to the right of him, I have my man Seti Said. What's up, buddy?
What it is, people. Happy Halloween to y'all. Well, not so much of happy Halloween to certain people, but we'll get to that later on.
Like, what's the guy say again? What's the guy's name again? TV Turner. What's his name? Hassan Campbell.
Yeah,
Some people got their TVs turned off.
pretty much.
Okay.
And the light switched,
And you know,
the
off.
electricity's gone.
Yeah. And to the right of him, I have my buddy. You know him the best, man. I am what? What's up, King?
It's another day. Another day of me being unemployed.
I shouldn't laugh. Man. My bad.
But I'm okay. I'm taking it in stride. You know, I'm still positive. I still got some stuff in the works. Okay?
What day is it now?
As long as you're not a bottle, we good, all
Day
right?
7 or day 14?
I'm not counting. I'm good, though.
I know. It's day 7.
You know?
It's day 7.
It's
What
day
week?
7.
Because I became officially unemployed the 24th of October.
Yeah, and today's the 31st, yeah, so
No, so it's
day
been,
7.
It's been a nice week of, you know,
Relaxing.
reflecting, you know, just, you know, enjoying my own space, you know, and that's really me, you know, not to say that I can't be social when I need to be, but like, I've realized, you know, when you, I've like really gotten really comfortable.
Talking to the mic.
I've really gotten comfortable with being alone in my own space, in my own company, and just doing what I need to do and stuff like that, you know.
Pull it more close to you.
Some people are a little unsettled by that, but believe me, once you get comfortable in it, it's different. Just to get too comfortable, you feel like you don't need to be around people.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a complete introvert.
Yeah.
And we have a special guest in the room, man. My boy Giant, man. What's up, Giant?
Jeez.
He's the dog. So, yeah, he's going to be hanging out with us. So, before we start, I've been meaning to do this for a while. And I figured that today we're going to start doing this. So, at the beginning of every episode, I'm going to do a little correction. So, we have made 2 errors last week. One, Martin Shkreli. Molly Shkreli. The thing he did with the medicine he had wasn't for the EpiPen, it was for AIDS.
Yeah.
AIDS treatment. He jacked the prices up with that.
Yeah.
And also what's pretty funny was Bernie Sanders today had a post and was comparing the drug prices in America to the drug prices in Canada.
Yeah.
And the markup is insane, man. It's like almost 10x.
I keep telling people this, man. Like, people say, oh, universal healthcare sucks. Then tell that to people in Canada.
Yeah, no, he was comparing, like, I think he said the EpiPen was like $45 in Canada.
Yeah.
Over here it's like $700.
Yep. And if you're interested to cover that, you are up.
And then he talked about insulin was like $4.
Yep.
Over here was like $2.80.
Yeah.
And I believe a asthma pump up there was like $7.
Yeah.
And down here was ridiculous pricing too.
Dude.
So here's my
About my
thing.
insurance, I'm paying about with my Zippercourt, close to $100 without my insurance.
Man,
With my insurance, I'm paying for name brand Zippercourt for about 3 months supply for about $20. My insurance is damn good. I'm thank God for that.
So here's my thing about people who believe universal health care is this or that or different.
it depends
towards it.
because some people have certain ways.
Like if it's my whole thing is like if it's like, you know, consistent across the board regardless if you're the 1% or not, and it's like fair and everybody's getting their respective benefits and stuff like that, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, people who have that mindset are people that you can't really trust when stuff really hits the fan. I.e. the guy who bought all them toilet paper and stuff like that for almost $18,000 worth. Like, are you serious?
I think you're talking about the guy
During the pandemic?
the beginning of the pandemic.
The beginning
from,
of the pandemic.
We talked about he's from one of the Carolinas, right? That he had an overstock of like hand sanitizers and paper towels and whatnot.
I wasn't sure where he was from. I just remember the story.
Like
I
a
was yo, what the
whole,
hell?
the whole garage full of
Yeah,
that.
and he had to donate some of that back.
And the police was like, "Yo, either you do that or we don't arrest you
Yeah.
for your hoarding supply in a time of emergency."
So that was one of them. Another thing that I want to make a correction for was the guy with the Pokemon cards. He actually paid $57,000 for one Pokemon card, and he got an SBA loan for $85,000. So that was what we meant all was he didn't buy numerous Pokemon cards. He bought one rare one that cost him $57,000 at the time.
I would have just bought toys and Florida Day, bro.
Hey man, look man. Some people get lucky, some people don't.
What Pokemon card costs $50,000?
Charizard,
The one that he
first
has.
print.
Squirtle.
Yeah, Blastoise, probably the first print.
Yeah, when I think about these Pokemon names, though,
Zaptor.
And the sad part is,
saying.
I had that Charizard card. And what happened? I threw that in the garbage.
you were like,
Go ahead, hit me with that. Hit me with that. I deserve that. Hit me with that. But hit me with that. Hit me with that right now. Hit me with that right now. I'm not gonna do it. Do it. Do it, brother.
I wasn't going to
Do it.
since you
Do it.
insist.
It's like it's not Mew, it's not Moltres. It's
Oh
Charizard.
man, I was so
Mewtwo's hard card
Oh,
to get too.
man.
Can't lie too.
yeah. I deserve all that because
It's not
I had
Yu-Gi-Oh.
that. I had the Blastoise. I had the Alakazam dude with the spoon as a weapon. Had Mac Champ. Had all these first print runs, and I lost them all or thrown in the garbage.
Jinx, though.
I had Jinx. The original one with the black face. Yeah, I had that.
I wonder what a first edition Eevee is worth.
Probably a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Somebody's gonna pay for it.
For sure.
Go on eBay. Look some cards up.
And I'm sure when you look at the various evolutions of Eevee, I'm sure that thing is crazy.
Speaking of which, so last week, shout out to Tom Brady. He broke a record. Right? He had his 600th career touchdown pass
Jesus.
in a game. It's an accomplishment. Probably it's going to be broken by somebody putting in those years eventually.
Good luck with
Probably
that.
Pat Mahomes if he
Yeah,
lasts that
if he's
long.
on that, arc. But hey. So during the game, Brady throws the pass to Mike Evans. Mike Evans, of course, catches it and scores, right?
Yep.
And then Mike Evans runs into the crowd with the ball and gives the ball to a fan,
This story.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the fan has the ball. He's like, oh my God, yeah. But then a few minutes later, like, oh my gosh, that's Tom Brady's 600 career pass. We need that ball back. Let me ask Emperor Key one question. What would you do if you had that ball? Talking to the mic.
Sir, I'll run away with it. That's now mine. I'm not getting that back.
Okay. Said he said.
You know damn well where I'm gonna be going at right now. Listen, man. You want this ball, my dude? It'll be held at ransom. You want this ball? I want lifetime season pass tickets. I want a signed jersey by Tom Brady. I want a 50% discount at all food courts. High tier Michelin class and low tier Chick-fil-A. I want free parking in the front of the damn stadium, and I want what else do I want? A picture with the entire team of that year, signed by every member of the team as well. I'm going all in. This ball's worth over $1 million easily. This ball could have been in the Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. You want me to give it back to you? I ain't gonna curse early in the podcast.
You already
I'm
cursed
like,
already before that.
No,
but
I
that's
said fuck cocked. I didn't say the F word.
right. Even still, that don't sound any
Oh,
better.
stop it. Okay, there's no way in hell I'm giving that ball up for anything less than all I'm asking for in demand. I'm like that guy from freaking Die Hard. I'm making all the demands. The ball's in my court. Look at me. This ball is mine. You want this ball? You better break down and
Do you
give
swear
up.
on this?
Huh?
Do you swear on this?
I swear on this.
Sure did.
I'm Walt. What's your thoughts?
All right. So,
'Cause I know you very well. You keep the money.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm definitely gonna take them. I'm keeping that ball, motioning it.
So that ball's now officially yours.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure, you know. Now let's just say like I was entertaining all the other stuff that you mentioned. I
didn't get to my part, but go ahead.
I shout out to Unc, aka Shannon Sharp. I would definitely want season tickets. I would want you guys to if Tom Brady made the Super Bowl or whenever y'all made the Super Bowl, I want y'all to cover all of that stuff.
That as well.
Also, if I was having a party hosting, I want Giselle to host the party.
No. You might want to
I bet you want the ball TV. I bet you want the ball TV. You know?
You might want to pull that debate back.
Listen, man.
He wants Giselle's friend.
Listen,
I
man.
get it.
Listen, man. Listen, man. She was right in the crossfire criticizing when they lost one of them Super Bowls in New England and stuff like that. You know, this ain't that different. This ain't that different. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying, but most likely I would auction it. You know, if there's a private bidder that happens to be, the initials TB12, that's his business. But I'm getting my money.
You getting your money's worth.
I'm getting my money.
Exactly. You smart man. Hold that ball hostage.
So for me, I would have got that ball. I'd have looked at the ball.
Beat traffic.
And looked at that.
Whole ass.
That kid with a zoom back. And then they were like, you know what, in anime, when somebody missing, you see it beep, beep, beep. And then you see someone in the corner running away with the dust. That would be me. I would have took a picture with me on the field with the ball. And then I went home, recorded that game, recorded me holding that ball. And I would have been, how bad do you guys want this?
Exactly.
I need season tickets for life. I want press spot season tickets. I want the same suite that Tom has his family in. Okay? Whatever suite that's empty, I want to be in there. Okay?
Exactly.
I want front row passes, parking pass, so I can go right to the front.
Exactly.
Okay?
My man.
Also, with the suite, I want season tickets to be in front row too. So you better give me 2 of those.
With those seats with the recliners?
Yes.
And the seat warmers?
I want some signed jersey, some cleats. You know what I'm saying? Some helmets. By the time I'm done, I should be wearing Tom Brady's jockstrap, okay?
Dude, you get your money's worth, pretty much.
I'm going to get my money's worth.
Exactly, my man.
And I want a discount on the Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, and I want that too. Give me that. I don't care if it's an old one. I want the one you guys won before.
Yep.
I'm going to make it my money.
The same color designer. I need that.
I need that.
Exactly.
So you because can out.
I think it was Tiffany's that designed it in New York, right?
No, Tiffany designs the trophy. Oh. I don't think they designed the rings.
Oh, all right. I thought somebody in New York City designed the rings.
Somebody in New York designs the rings, but I don't think they designed the rings specifically. I know they do design the Super Bowl trophy. Yes, they do make that.
That numero 600 TD comes with a price.
Yes.
Exactly. You're going to give me, as you would say, give me the money.
Give me the money.
Yeah. That
you
so everybody have the consensus of that ball is mine. I will take a picture with me on it on eBay.
Exactly.
Holding it like this and smiling because I'm that guy.
Yes.
And I'm and in the back of that, it'll be a picture of me at the stadium with the ball going like this in my hand, like yeah, and hauling out there.
Exactly. I mean,
tell me, speaking, they can't take the ball from me. It's on TV.
It's my ball.
It's on TV, and it's given to me.
Yes.
It's like to the law, homie.
Yes.
No?
So this gentleman. He got the ball, turned around, they came back later, and the staff was talking to him, and he proceeds to give the ball back.
Hit him with that button. Hit him with the button.
So,
what are you doing, Goofy?
Goofy. Super goofy.
What are you doing? Buddy, what are you doing?
Wait, you jumped the ball, man. You jumped the money. You jumped the bag.
Stop being honorable.
That would be me as a friend, blowing him up.
I threw him up a damn side of the stands.
Oh my God, he hurt himself getting the ball back.
Oh no,
that's his ball.
He's on the field.
Oh my God, I don't know what happened.
Help this
Something
man.
happened to him when the ball came out of his pocket. I don't know what happened. Like he just miraculously fell over. Oh my gosh.
Where's the ball?
Where's the ball? I don't know.
I
have the ball. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Run.
So all social media you're blocked. Okay, don't talk to me.
Yeah, anyway, you can reach out if you want to. I would have got that DM like, hey, this is Tom. Blocked.
Hey, this is TB12.
Blocked.
Spam.
This is the Buccaneers organization. Blocked.
NFL.com blocked.
Giselle but blocked.
Only thing I would have sent you back.
ESPN blocked.
Only thing I would have sent you back is my eBay link.
Giselle IG live? No, it's got to be a predator.
And Shannon Sharp, you know what?
Man.
We can talk. We did an interview with Shannon Sharp.
I would have, but he gave the ball back. The team said they gave him some apparel. They gave him some.
Wow.
I mean, Brady's
Wow.
jersey,
Wow.
though.
He never got his money's worth
Got
there.
crumbs.
They gave him some apparel.
They said they gave him I think it was
Some
$10,000 of Tampa Bay credit,
Yeah.
NFL.com credit. They gave him some.
If I could
Gatorade.
only spending it on gear.
The $1,000.
$1,000.
So $1,000 of credit. They on team apparel. They gave him, I think, 2 season passes.
Not lifetime though.
Not lifetime. He got some Game War gear, signed, of course, and then he got some Bitcoin from Tom Brady personally.
Yeah, which I commend him for.
Yeah,
because Bitcoin is worth $60,000 currently.
Yes, and because like the dude gave up all his leverage.
Yeah, which you
Once he
never
gave that
do. When you have all the leverage in the world, you hang on to it like a damn chokehold, man.
Yeah.
You hold on tight.
What ball? I never see no ball in my hand. My God.
Like, you want to see this ball? See me on eBay auctions. What's up?
Yeah, eBay auctions, bro. Like,
What ball?
No shit, I can see this ball. Like, hey, yo, you have that ball, man? Can I see that ball?
I would have brought that ball on TV with me.
Like, here's the ball.
Hey, you
See
guys want
that?
it?
See that, Skip? See that, Skip? He ain't dropped the ball. He kept the ball. See? Smart
And I put it
man.
in the glass case.
See, you never dropped the ball,
And
Skip.
then guess what? They get like, oh, well, we know you live at. Okay. Well, it's not here, though. I don't know what to tell you where it's at, but it ain't here.
Go back slide to you.
Yo, TV, son, I got that's not going to Canton.
That's it. Like, it's a fake ball in the glass face of my crib. Hey, maybe the fake, maybe the real. I don't know.
I'll take it even further. I want a statue made in my honor at the Football Hall of Fame.
Now you're pushing it.
Bro.
Nah. I can't go
But
that.
still, though,
I want a little, at least a plaque. At least a plaque.
a plaque? Even you
The
push
Fan
it
Hall of
worse.
Fame. The
Let's
Fan Hall of
just say,
Fame.
for
I'm just saying.
argument's sake, because that ball, could be at some point. That ball essentially is your asset, right?
Yes.
You can essentially pass it down from generation to generation.
True.
Just imagine what that ball will be worth 4 generations down the road.
Mm-hmm.
With all that Tom Brady's accomplished.
Dude, but here's the thing, though. Knowing how he's playing right now at his age in his game, who says he's not to say that he won't go for a 700 touchdown?
That could very well be the case.
Nah.
That could very well be the case.
Or,
hard.
or 650.
He'll get 650. But remember, because he broke the record, it's the record-breaking ball.
Yeah.
So anything beyond this from now, it's whatever.
It's far for the course.
Yeah, so whatever he might call it quits, that last ball that he might
be worth a lot.
that'd be worth something too.
Well, as long as he has the personnel, it's possible. It's
Yeah.
unlikely at his age, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't think
like
he
Jeter's
get
last
700.
ball. I mean,
Yeah.
I was worth a shitload of new give it back. Like, dude, and even JC said himself, "You're a better man than me because I want to give that ball for nothing."
That's Jigga.
He's only 44.
He's a businessman.
I know.
Come on now.
He's only 44. He's QB. He can
Listen,
make a little
man.
older.
6 more years.
Oh,
he's
right.
44. There's no players playing in that age right now.
Oh, would have
That's
took that
Brady.
ball,
He's the only
boy.
one.
Oh, would have took that
But his
ball,
thing,
private jet and all, put in the
Given
safe
how
next to
NFL.
next to the Basquiat's we haven't seen.
Dude,
What?
here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing right now, right? With the NFL, see, they're so gung ho protecting the quarterback.
Oh, I
Who's
get it.
not to say that he could make it to 50 years old?
He won't.
He won't make it 50.
I don't think he's making 50. It takes one hit.
Good point.
It takes one hit for you, but like, there's not today.
Big move.
46. I'm going
Like
46.
today, he played and he threw a pick,
Yeah.
and they kept him. He stayed on the field, and when defenses know that, they're going to pass the ball.
Yeah.
They got him 2 times, and they knocked him on his butt twice.
Bro,
The
there's some
Saints
licks
was hitting him.
There's
Boy.
some licks not worth taking. So I look at Aaron Donald, and he's just lurking, bro.
Yeah. You're right.
He's just lurking,
I'm
bro.
saying, like, the way things are going right
He's
now
here.
with the protection the quarterback the NFL is doing to the players.
Aaron Donald is a different kind of player.
Yeah.
This man takes on double teams, triple teams, and still gets business done. Could you imagine being double teamed? It's hard to fight somebody one-on-one. Imagine you fighting off 2 men, and you still get through.
See, at the D tackle, who actually played high school different, NFL. When you get double team, you look at the 2 players and you say, why am I still here? Why am I still here?
When you see a guy with shoulder blades like that, it's low-key reminiscent of Brock Lesnar. You start to reevaluate some things.
Facts.
I tell you that. You're like, all right, now I gotta find a way to deal with this dude. I might have to start doing maybe 2, maybe 3 days in the gym because
He's different.
different specimen.
He's different.
Different specimen.
Oh man.
And,
So
and when you got the dad body and you still playing football, that's barbecue chicken right there.
Yeah.
Sure.
and So I'm just like, wow. So he gave up the ball. He got all the stuff. We'll see what happens next time. I don't know.
Dude, I'm
Anyways.
sorry, man. Just you never give up your leverage.
No, you
Never.
don't. Said he
What
said.
ball?
You have anything? You have the next topic for us?
What do you want to talk about? You can talk about
There's so much.
the Law and Order section of our show now, or you want to talk about the video
I'm
game
gonna
section?
pull on that for later on.
All right.
I think that deserves a special section.
Yeah.
Loner section.
Dun,
What? You had that story for us about a princess in Japan?
Yes.
Ooh, that. Yeah, I heard that story.
Yeah. So did
Heard
I.
about too.
It was really crazy, man.
Dude.
So I think it was. What was it? Was this Saturday or maybe it was before that? Sometime during this past week.
It was this past week.
It just caught my eye on my Facebook feed. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, wow, this is wild because not to say I was really sort of like super gung ho heavy into royalty stuff, but occasionally you see something that catches your eye.
Yeah.
In this situation, it's about the Japanese princess who renounced her royal status by marrying a commoner. Person who's not of royalty or anything like that.
So it's regular Shmojo.
Yes,
It's straight from college.
but it's a little deeper than that. Yes, they did meet in college.
Move the mic closer because I think you might be a little too far.
They did meet in college. The princess's name is Princess Mako of Princess Mako of Akishino. She was born October 23rd, 1991. She's a princess for the Imperial House of Japan. So based on what I investigated and stuff like that, she renounced her royal status to tie the knot with Kane Komuro. The engagement goes back as far as 2013.
Yeah.
Wow.
And their intention was to wed at 2017, but because of public backlash, they sort of prolonged it, but they stood their stance. I guess with the backlash by the public and probably some non-supporters of her family, they felt like because they're prolonging it, there might be a way to offset that happening. But respect to them, they stood their ground and made it happen. Like you said before, Seti, they did meet while studying abroad, and at an event in a restaurant in Shibuya, a district in Tokyo. They were students at the Christian University in Tokyo at the time. Eventually, when they went their separate ways, her fiance Kai Komuro ended up being based in New York, where he went to Fordham University Law School.
Nice.
Took the state bar exam, got a law degree, and he works at a firm. Whenever you denounce royal status, and it's basically the women after they get married, they usually get like a payment,
Severance package in a way.
yeah, essentially severance package, and she sort of like declined the payment. It would have been 1.3 million. Because it's a law, once they get married, you are required to leave, the royal status, and you get, like Seti said, a severance payment, and that's that. But because of all the controversy and stuff like that, she declined it. What else?
I think she did it for a fact that she had no strings attached. That she was being, helped by the family, by the royalty, and all that stuff and whatnot. She wouldn't be on her own for love. And she really wanted to love this person to the point that she's willing to give up her royal lineage and all that comes with it. So to be with this person, which I kind of commend.
But it's deeper than just her denouncing her royalty. Because some of the things I looked up upon was that because she no longer has royal status at this point, now it's down to 12 women and 5 men. At this point, that's considered royalty.
Out of all of the Japanese people that's there,
Yes.
Yeah.
At the time of the royal family, there were 67 members.
I guess some must have passed
And
away.
they said and because she denounced royalty, now it's just down to 17, and there's only 3 heirs to the throne among them. There's
all
her
guys,
uncle,
right?
that's 85 years old. There's Prince Bushido, her brother, who's 55, and then and his nephew, and then there's Princess Mako's other brother, who's 15. Japan is among a handful of modern monarchies that limits succession to men. The other countries would be Saudi Arabia, Oman, and Morocco among them. And basically, I'm gonna read this part. Princess Mako's wedding has spotlighted previous calls to allow women to be part of the line of succession as a way to shore up the world's oldest continuous hereditary monarchy and to bring it in line with more modern ideas about gender equality.
That's not gonna happen. They're gonna fly that in Japan.
It's an overwhelming idea that's pretty popular. Of respondents, 85% said they were in favor of a female emperor, and almost as many, 79% said they support letting the empress pass their own throne to her on her own children. Ironically, the imperial family can't do anything about it. The rule of the monarchy includes its line of succession is governed by Japanese law.
Exactly.
And honestly, what else did I read? In the past 2 decades, several top political officials have considered changing the rules to no avail. In 2006, proposed legislation to allow female heirs to be in line to the throne was shelved after the birth of Prince Hirohito, the first male child in almost 4 decades.
Jeez.
In 2012, then Premier Yukishita Noda considered allowing princesses to create their own royal branches and keep their status when they marry, an effort that stalled when he was replaced by that guy Shinzo Abe at that time. So my thing is like they're not in favor of women having any type of power like that to that degree and stuff like that. As far as they're concerned, anytime you decide to marry, you're expendable, you're out of here. But what the slippery slope about that is the fact they're not making it gender neutral, gender equality is that, you know, if we're to continue based on a hereditary type thing, if it's a situation where throughout the years you're getting more women versus more men, at some point it's not gonna hold up. It's not gonna hold up.
Exactly.
And add to the fact that people in Japan are not reproducing as they once were, so the numbers are really down. They're dwindling to the point that now they're being more accepting of foreigners into the country because they need to drop up the numbers.
Bro,
the rate of pregnancies is dipped dramatically the last 20 years.
Look at even America. A lot of families are not big like they used to be anymore.
Nah.
They're very small, 2 children max, because it's cost effective. It's pricey to have children.
This situation, like she was so over, excuse me, anything royalty, like, you know, they paid for pretty much everything. They didn't use any like government money or accommodations or anything like that. Her goal is to pretty much leave with her fiance
And live her best life.
Live her best life, and they'll be based in New York. And, you know, I guess she'll have assistance in getting a visa and finding work once they come over here. They got married as of October 26th. And the thing about them is that, you know, their wedding wasn't as, you know, publicized or a spectacle like we've seen with weddings in the past royalty, like i.e. Princess Diana or Kate Middleton with Prince William, or even, you know, Prince Harry with Meghan Markle, which that is a wild,
dude.
That's
a can of worms.
That's a can of worms.
That's a story for another day, bro. But like, this was very, like, you know, controversial and like I feel like they don't value their women in terms of leading their nation in those type of positions, and I think it's sad.
I think that goes for any monarchy, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because look what happened. The princess died. She was like more loved than she was the queen, and even to this day, some people think that the queen had her assassinated.
Yeah, man,
which I don't want to touch on that subject because
I don't need no one knocking on my door from the.
Yeah, like we are from MI5. We need to talk to a Mr. Like,
we don't put that out. Send your government on the phone.
Yeah.
Silence.
No, get down. No.
Hey, Giant, you want to go upstairs? Down. Get down, man. So, Sadie said, "What's your story?"
You want to talk about which one? Like the Activision story?
This is getting Activision.
Or the story that my man just brought up, because that one caught me off guard.
You can talk about his.
But
they're basically one of the same.
Pretty much, him with the info, the 20 people who got fired from Activision.
I just saw it as a blip. I didn't really see it. It was, well, the thing was that Activision They said 20 people exited the company.
Oh, so they pretty much quit
Exited the company
because
of sexual harassment and with an ongoing investigation they had in Activision.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. The way things go right now, it's like an open secret in the gaming industry.
It's terrible.
It's terrible because it's not only Activision that's involved in this. There's
Blizzard,
Ubisoft, EA, freaking Rockstar Games. All these companies have this environment of a lot of sexual harassment,
it's toxic,
racism, sexism, all this type of stuff. It's like it's nothing new. Like and the part that kills me the most is the people who buy the games don't want to do a damn thing to stop it, to curb it, to hold these people accountable. They rather just give me the next Madden, give me the next GTA, give me the next Red Dead Redemption, give me the next Call of Duty. I don't give a about the damn of these people who make these games for me. Screw them. I'd rather play the next game, and it's sad.
Yeah,
I didn't curse. Stop myself.
You got close,
and it's sad because listen, as much I care more about the producer as much the artist.
True.
I care about the people who made the label instead of the label itself, because without the people who were working their butts off to God knows how many hours a day because of the crunch to get their product out there, they're not getting paid the money these person get paid.
No.
These companies make billions of dollars annually. And it kills me to know that they are not getting properly paid. There's no pension. There's no health insurance. There's no time leave. There's no paternal leave. There's nothing. And like, if you try to bring some sort of union to light and make it happen, they will fire you outright. Like, it's sad. Like, people like Madden, especially Madden football, because you notice there's no change in Madden for how many years?
It's been the same one.
It's been the same one over and over again. You know why? Because one, they're lazy. Two, there's not enough time to do any innovative and expand to get the next product out. And if people even with that being said, they're being pushed to the brink, working these crazy 12, 14, 16-hour days to get out there. And then on top of that, you have all these people getting hands-on with their employees, cursing them out, harassing them, and then you go to HR. They don't do crap to help you out.
No,
they'll they'll report you to the higher ups, and then they'll fire you.
No, if there's one thing one of my managers told me, shout out to Mike, who I'm still really cool with till this day, really good guy. Still talk to this day. He was one of my 4 managers I had at the T-Mobile / Sprint store that I worked at. He said, as far as HR goes, HR doesn't look out for employees. HR looks out for the business.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So
that's why.
So it's like it's counterproductive. It's a direct conflict of interest.
It is.
Yeah.
If you Robert Kiyosaki said in the book, if you're gonna work at a job, and that job is your specialty, whether that may be cell phone, your job is with the mentally ill.
Yeah.
You do culinary, and there's no union, your job is useless.
Exactly.
If you're gonna have a job like that, it's a specialty, and you want to work there, and let that be your primary job, make sure they have a union, because things like what happened to you would never happen.
Because you'll find a job like
you would have found you like that.
There's no checks and balances, and that's not okay.
No, there isn't.
And my thing is like, those type of creatives who are making these games, visually making it sound the way it sounds on the surround sound on your TV and whatnot, they have the leverage.
Not really.
They should, but they don't.
But they don't.
Because there's no union.
No, what I'm saying is creatively they have the leverage.
I hear what you're saying, but they don't, because they can always hire the next guy to come in there to have that same enthusiasm to bake that same
and pay him less. On top of that.
Less.
I mean, true, but at the same time, like, my thing is like my thing is like these new, again, young enthusiasm, trying to improve what you got, trying to show people that you're on a different level, be innovative. With all that excitement, I would think nowadays it wouldn't be smart to put yourself in a situation where there are no guarantees for whatever happens.
But you know what it is? Unfortunately, in the gaming industry, there's no union, there's no guarantees. They will fire you for the littlest thing, or if you cause any type of rift, they will fire you.
With the gaming industry, like you said, which is sad, is that the guys who advertise the games make more than the people who make the games.
The marketing firms make more than the developers.
And then, like you said earlier, there's no union, there's nothing like that. So it's a cutthroat business. Cause think about it, if I'm a little kid coming out of college, and I've been dying to make games all my life, and then Activision hires me. Oh my gosh, work for Activision.
Exactly, dream come true. I know
So the guy who worked in there before me, who might be disgruntled, well, guess what? You got replaced with a younger guy.
Right.
And instead, we paid you $80,000. We'll pay this kid $50,000. And he's content with it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's sad. It's really, really sad.
And this is why you gotta respect people like who are in the industry of Hollywood, because they are unions.
Yes.
And oh man, I want to bring up this issue too. Damn, I know I want to bring this up as well because it's kind of like on the same level. It's entertainment all the same, but these people knew the dangers of a set, and yet the Hollywood people kept pushing it through. They want to get this thing done. They knew the dangers on the set of a movie. That you know what movie I'm talking about. Rust.
Rust? Oh, Baldwin's issue?
Yeah, and here's the thing. AISTA, which is the International Order of People Who Work on Stage and Television and Movies.
Yeah.
The union. They walked out because of the issues that were happening on that set.
I heard about that one, yeah.
And they have every right to because the person who was on the set, the armorer, was not properly trained or experienced enough to deal with live weapons and all that stuff. And what happened, unfortunately, happened the way it did. This is why there's unions, because if you don't like what's going on, you can walk out and you will still get paid.
Yep.
In gaming, you don't have that option. And people are trying real hard. People walked out on Activision, massive walkout, and they try to come together to make a union because here's the thing: in America, only 50% of the workforce are union members.
Mm.
In the
What he
country,
said, 50% of the entire
1-5.
workforce
That's ridiculous.
on this block. How many people work at a job? What, 8 out of 10, you would say, or 7 out of 10?
So you can say
All these numbers,
10.
people who work in America right now, and you say about 1/5 of them it's not working. The other half is. He said 50% of the workforce. You know how crazy that is?
That's insane. So,
That's absurd.
dude.
So pretty much it's like saying, and based on what we're talking about,
Anybody going to work for a job, half of them are unionized.
Yeah,
but the type of job, the type of industry.
I hear you.
He's talking about the entertainment industry.
No, no, no.
In general,
In
period.
general. In general, overall.
Oh, wow.
So like if I go to like you work where you worked at, you're not union, but where he works at, he's union.
Yep. Like I worked at multiple unions. I worked at the grocers union. I worked at the Teamsters where I used to work at UPS, and I'm now currently at CSEA working for a state hospital. So every job I had
Was unionized.
Was union. Every job I had post Circuit City, post
Man, Circuit City, you worked over there.
Yeah.
Bro, you threw it back with that one.
post Circuit City and Dave and Buster's. I used to work at Dave and Buster's as well, and then that's when the state hired me. So post Dave and Buster's is when I was able to get a union job like consistently, like because UPS I was part time, ShopRite I was part time, but I was still union, but not full fledged. But now with working at CCA, I'm a full fledged union member. And the next job I'm gonna get, if I get this Class A license, I'm going back to Teamsters, and I'll be a full fledged Teamster member.
And you're gonna drive the truck.
Yep. And here's the thing to everybody out there who are working, either consider working at FedEx or UPS. By all means, try to get into UPS because UPS is union. FedEx is not. I know I see those things on TV. We're hiring, blase, blase. We delivered the Super Bowl trophy, blase, blase. But here's the thing: they're not union. And there's a lot of nepotism. I had a friend of mine who could attest to this in these warehouses. So please, work at UPS or any job in general is unionized. Even ShopRite is a union because the grocery union is a real thing. So like I said, it's sad because look what happened in Amazon. They killed in Alabama quick. They want to do the union. They killed it because they're so much propaganda.
And they should have unionized.
They should have, because I guarantee you, they unionized. They're still getting paid that measly $12, $13, $14 an hour. If they even getting that at Alabama, I guarantee you it'll be close to $20 right now.
Yeah.
For a warehouse job.
I don't know. Is Costco unionized or no?
It's a co-op company.
But I know they treat their employees really well.
Because they're co-op. Each employee owns a share of
Costco.
Yeah, because it's a co-op.
Okay. All right.
So it's like once you get in and you're vested, you're golden.
Yeah. That's why you even looked at Costco. No one ever leaves.
Ever. I know people who worked there since 1993 when it first opened.
Exact. Same over here. Never left.
And you can't blame them.
Granted, they work you.
Yeah.
But you get paid well for it.
Oh, yeah. Paid very well.
Speaking of which, with Costco, they just raised their minimum wage.
Minimum to $17.
To $70 an hour.
What?
Across
all
the Costcos.
What?
So if you lived in like, I don't know,
Bumblefuck, Alabama,
yeah,
with Costco,
with Costco,
you're good.
you're golden right now, bro.
You're probably one of the highest paying jobs in the state without an employee,
Exactly.
without a diploma. Real talk.
And then the dope thing is, depending on what your pay is at, they raise it across the board. So anybody who worked there before just got a raise.
Yep. So yeah, it's looking beautiful at Costco. And a lot of people in the industry, like the corporate people, say this will never work. Costco will never last long.
Nah.
Now you have every other company trying to copy their same blueprint.
Yep.
From Target and BJ's.
Remember we talked about Target about trying to give up the college.
Yep.
Why?
For paying for college. Target now is offering to pay for people's tuition now.
Yep. And they're paying like $69 an
Target,
hour.
Didn't Walmart start that,
Walmart and Target around the same time.
Yeah.
And Starbucks are doing that.
And, yeah, dude. Starbucks been doing that, dude. Don't money Starbucks make annually.
Just for a cup of coffee.
Go.
That cup of coffee costs like $8 to $10, depending
And
on where
people
you
are paying
go.
for it.
People will pay for that.
So I get it.
You know what I mean? And this is why I like these companies who are moving forward.
Yeah.
Because without these workers, either trying to
nothing's
automatize
getting
it, either to automatize it still, like McDonald's trying to automatize with those kiosks and all that
It's
stuff, you
still
still
trash.
need people working.
Yep.
Honestly, that level of incentive, looking to pay for someone who's looking to go back to school, even if that person was like an academic scholar, had great grades and everything and stuff like that, that's not necessarily guaranteed that you'll get a great job. And a lot of these people find themselves in situations where they're working at Starbucks, whether they, are a cashier or a server or an assistant manager or general manager. The fact that they're doing that,
I think you're looking at the wrong prism.
yeah.
Dude, I'll be honest with you.
I'm looking at more of the other way around. Because now, let's say you're a kid and you're just getting out of high school.
Uh-huh.
And now you're like, all right, how can I pay for college?
Yes.
My parents don't have money for it. I don't have money for it.
I'm not going to the military.
And I'm not trying to go to the military. I don't want to take any loans out.
Yeah.
And they're offering to pay for it for me.
Yeah.
Why not? And it's not just, it's anybody. So you could be working in there from high school, went to college, dropped out, and now, you know what? Let me get my degree. Go get it.
Yeah.
So it's a real plus that they're doing that right
Yeah.
now.
But I still say, honestly, in all truthfulness, we have to unionize more in this country.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Hands down.
15% of the entire workforce is unionized. That is
Is it 50 or 15?
15, 1-5.
Oh, so we were wrong. At least at 50.
No, I said 15, 1-5.
Oh, wow. At least at 50.
Yeah,
No,
it sounded like you
15.
said 50.
My bad. I said
It's cool.
15. I thought I said 15.
That's even worse.
That's disturbing.
Dude, that's very... This ain't brand new. This was done on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
These corporations killed the union because they want to make sure
exactly.
the money stays in-house and the
Exactly.
executive level and all that stuff. They don't want the
Exactly.
money to be given to the
They don't
workers.
want-
You know. And speaking of workers, you told us about Apex Legends, that guy who committed suicide?
Yeah, talk about that.
Oh, yes. I have the story right here. Excuse me.
Yeah, man. It's their neighborhood mascot.
Yeah, he's bored.
He's bored.
He wants his toy. Sorry, guys.
He'll be all right.
No, you'll be all right.
So, apparently, I was on. Let me tell the story how I found it. It was by accident. I want you. I was on, social media, and said social media talked about how a worker, how there's certain animations from certain company, Apex Legends, they had made cinematic trailers for each of the seasons.
Oh, yes. The
movies, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And each season, people started realizing after season 3 how it wasn't looking too good after the first 3 seasons. Because your season, like, you sit there like, wow, this is amazing. And after the third one, this kind of iffy here.
Relax.
And then the guy explained in the video that actually, apparently, same like Activision, they had the same problem of how they overwork co-workers, and that some guy committed suicide off of it, and he had to pay a certain amount of fine. Well, while I looked at the story, this is actually one of the said co-workers from a colleague, and how they said it was regularly or common to work 80 hours weekly.
80 hours a week?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look.
That's not regular.
Hold on.
That's like 2 weeks in a week
Wait.
of work. It's
You're
only
laughing
100
at me,
it's
but
only
I mean,
160 hours in a week.
You got something to say? You're like,
It's 164 hours in a week, right?
That's not regular. That's like
24 times 7.
that level of
168, right?
168.
And then they work 80 hours a week, right?
That's
so,
like-
so we'll say 164 times. So 120, right? That's for 5 days. And we'll minus that by 80, right?
Yeah.
That's 40 hours. Divide that by 5, which is 40 divided by 5 is 9. They only had 9 hours every day to themselves.
God damn.
I have a 24-hour work period.
Oh, you're bugging.
Go ahead.
And that's including travel,
Travel or sleeping.
or eating, or showering, or even a gym. If you can do the gym.
Do you know how long it takes my morning routine to get up and brush my teeth, take a dump, shower? About good half an hour, 45 minutes.
An hour about for me. Like,
Half an hour. Work.
Marsh, you about to live there. That's what.
So it's like, can you imagine
that's insane.
pumping 12 to 16 hours a day
Oh, that's insane.
at a job?
Oh, that crunch is ridiculous. That crunch.
Oh my
is
gosh!
ridiculous.
And I gotta travel there too, just by chance. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That crunch is ridiculous.
Emperor. Go ahead.
No, it's crazy. So they said, it worked out 80 hours, and also that he actually was regularly humiliated by his own bosses.
Ooh.
So it wasn't like it was a great experience for him anyway while working there, and that Ivan says his little brother had quitted there too, and that they had put a contract on him.
A contract.
Yeah. So it says, whereas not for a clause, Angel, that's the name, Angelo or Angel, contract.
When you say contract, was he working by salary?
He's working there. He's actually working there.
Was it a salary based contract?
It don't say here. If I can go through the whole thing. And
Most likely salary based.
Yeah. If it's salary based and he's working those crazy hours,
And not
It makes sense.
They're probably not getting paid the overtime either on top of
No.
that.
you don't get overtime.
It depends.
salaries, as far as I know, right?
No, you can, depending on what kind of job you're at. So like, if you're hit a set amount of hours, then you get a bonus pay. If you're salary. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's crazy. Yeah. He's required to pay $35,000 penalty for said thing. So I'm gonna keep going. So it says that Angel, the person, they said that people had texted him, work kind of sucks. He was saying the same thing to his same colleagues, the same friend. He said he was doing the work of two people, as he felt like he's doing at his job. He's working like there's two people and one person. That's what it had experience for him. He said a planned trip to New Zealand for a wedding in February 2020 was canceled because it's that said work. He said his brother Ivan said in a recent interview because Andrew couldn't get the time off work. So they even said, nope, you can't go to your brother's wedding.
Wow.
You gotta stay home. You gotta stay here and work here for us. They basically locked him down. Ivan Angel's car noticed a change in his brother by December. That the man who described as an obituary as a super friend was smiling had became a shadow of himself. So basically, they worked him like a dog.
You broke his spirit.
They definitely broke his spirit because he committed suicide after that. So, another element that tied Angelo to his employers was his contract, a copy of which the Canadian press reviewed. The contract included a clause stated that he is liable to pay mail firm a $35,000 admittedly. Sorry guys, I'm so terrible reading.
It's okay. You get better.
Yes, we're getting better. Should he leave in the middle of a project?
Jesus.
So he gets fined
For leaving the
for
project.
leaving the project.
So if he decides to leave, all right, can I leave, please? Nope. You have to pay $35,000.
God damn.
$35,000
$35,000.
if I leave something to go do something else.
Yes, it's like the same thing like his brother's wedding. So you want to go to the brother's wedding? That's probably what they did.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about.
That's what I say. Unions are paramount.
Isn't that? It's union, yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
So the intimacy clause identified Angel as a key member of the team, indicated that the company would be contractually committed to Angel's service to his clients. The contract said for certain very exceptional and serious reasons that the company should decide to waive the indemnification clause. So basically, it's like they had to find a good enough reason from like, all right, we can let you leave, okay? But honestly, we have you locked down. You can't leave.
All I'm hearing is how non-unionized businesses and also outsourced, businesses that outsource, things to like countries for cheap labor are virtually the same thing.
Pretty much.
They're virtually the same thing.
And Adele Blackett, a lawyer professor of McGill's University and labor law expert, said that the causes is deeply disturbing, and Quebec labor standards require employees to provide working conditions that are safeguard employees' dignity, health, and well-being. She wrote in the email, employee working in conditions of freedom may be able to terminate an employee's contract with only minimal necessary restrictions. Basically, somebody who researched what happened there said this made no sense. This made no sense. I take law. This is not right.
It depends what state you're at too.
Dude, he's in Quebec. He said, right, Canada.
It's in Canada.
Yeah, this is Quebec. So Canada.
So it's international. So it depends on their labor laws up there. And you said the guy ended up committing suicide because of all this, huh?
Yeah, and the depth inventory in life and work could be read more here. The more I can read about it, but that's what the certain project. And that's where I got after that, after reading that certain. So basically, I read the article.
Right.
I basically got off of it. It's like he worked. They worked him like a dog.
Worked him to death.
They couldn't. If you want to leave during a member project, you could not unless you want to pay a certain amount of money. The wedding, your brother, he want to go to the wedding to his brother or certain other things he could do. They said no, you can't leave. He feel like he's been worked like a dog to the point that he felt like a former shadow. So basically, he's not himself anymore after working there. And
crazy.
Committed suicide. And so basically, I can't lie. What Edmond did, we can say it's bad. But what Mill did, I can't lie. I'm surprised they're in the company. I am very surprised they're still covering it out.
That controversy, that type of publicity is going to put a dent in that company for years to come. They might not even exist 10 years from now.
Well,
I doubt that's going to be getting changed.
This happened last year, just about. But I'm guaranteed to tell you right now that I can completely go on the website and they still have things going on to this day. Like they still have things. They're still doing things for other people. Like for like Netflix. Netflix still sponsoring them. But Apex definitely got rid of them because Apex after season 3 like we're not supporting you guys.
Yeah.
But Netflix still said, oh yeah, we
got you.
We got you.
Well, look,
I think they're doing a project right now, a series, aren't they?
Yeah, on Netflix they're doing Cowboy Bebop live action remake.
Yeah. Doing the special effects for
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you're damned if you don't.
pretty much.
And that's why I was saying earlier, like this is why I tell people when Chris and I were talking last week about 9 to 5, it's cool, but makes you love it. And makes your 9 to 5 treat you right, because that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
That you work at a job and they're working like a dog, and then they're gonna be like, oh, we're not held liable for that. What happened?
That's insane, man.
And I'm not gonna say the only thing every time reading it is like, I know you're working like a dog. He can't afford to shower himself, and we feel like working like he's working for 2 people. I know that's bad, but the fact they have him on a contract saying you cannot leave unless you pay a certain money is kind of blowing my head. Like, wait a second, no.
It happens, man.
I cannot leave my job until I pay that money. Somebody tell me I have to fit my work for me to leave.
Listen,
And a one-man team.
Walk in and attest to this. I'm sure you probably went through it too. We all went through a job. Holiday season comes around the corner.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What did they tell you? A holiday season. There's no blackout date. There's blackout dates, so you can't have a vacation.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
What kind of crap is that? If I want to go with my family for a Christmas break or Thanksgiving break, and you telling me no? Are you kidding me?
Guess what's gonna happen? I ain't gonna work for you anymore. Because I don't work retail, because these people want you there like nonstop. I remember one time I was working at Secret City. I worked from like after Christmas, after
Thanksgiving. So
until
Black Friday.
From Black Friday at 4 a.m, mind you, till almost 24 hours straight working at it, and I didn't get paid my overtime either.
Wait, what?
I didn't paid for my full overtime.
To give regular pay.
Pretty much.
See what I'm talking about?
And I was pissed because
there's certain jobs you work at. If you work more than 8 hours, it's overtime.
I worked almost 24 hours. I got paid regular time. I didn't get paid overtime.
And were you part time at that time?
And I was working full time.
And they only gave you that much?
Yes.
No.
Oh
and,
my God.
And on top of that, I had to return the next day to work. I had to work at 11 in the morning. I was like, yo, y'all trying to drive me to the ground, miss my language, but y'all were 12 hours straight. You want to work the next day?
That's not gonna happen.
It's for that having that sprint sometimes too.
And here's the thing, a lawsuit did occur for that week, but I had they destroyed my time card.
Oh.
And then on top of that, before I was about to commit into suing them, I got fired.
Wow.
Well, look at them. They closed down, so F them.
Yeah. So hey,
Look at the same thing happened with me.
This long, bullheaded prick had it really out for me for some reason. I don't know why.
isn't that all retail jobs?
Yeah.
Is that one person?
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Well, I hope he has gonorrhea. I'll tell you that much.
It's like, why?
The worst kind of chlamydia.
It's like why?
The herpes that'll never go away. That stays right in his lip.
It's like, why?
Like, why you be a prick for it? Why?
I worked one certain job. Well, we're not gonna say the name. I was about to say the name, but
You kind of said it.
Tarchet. There you go. They say
we-
Tarchet.
We don't say. I said it already, but I'm not gonna say it again. Everybody knows one person said the person there. I hope the said person don't hear
Company with the bullseye.
this.
Put that bullseye on that chick's back.
Yay!
Hope you went in front of an axe throwing contest.
Because
I want that axe hit you right in the shoulder blade.
Some essential icing.
Yeah.
Ah! Gotcha!
A little icing on that cake, you know?
But anyway, I know everybody that worked. I have friends that work there at some place, and everybody. I always ask you, "Do you know that certain person?" Yeah, I don't like her too. See, I thought I'm crazy. You know,
No, you're not.
I'm not crazy, but
No, every job has that one prick.
Every job has that one person
Oh,
that,
for
you know,
Yeah.
even when I work at, there's that one person I'm like, why?
Why you be that person? Like,
Why be that person?
your
We're in
life
a
sucks that
club.
bad. You make other people's life horrible.
Like, you know, we're in a club right now. We're making money. Why are you being a stickler for?
Yeah.
Ego.
Don't be that
arrogance,
person.
Don't be that person, man.
Narcissism.
Oh, man.
Not just ego like a mug, man. As well.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come right back.
Facts.
DJ and 1010 from On The Record Podcast. Yes, you know what part of this segment is. It's a song of the episode. So this song of the episode actually is something unique because when you hear the song, you might hear it sounds similar to another popular record that's out right now. But hailing from New Jersey, Mayor Fontane, Mayor Pesos, with the song called Stuck Up. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about it. Peace.
Don't stop playing with me, man. That's what I'm saying. Everybody here, cousin here, Jordan here, Holly here,
Catch me in traffic from Persian, hit I'm on like an Irvin. Said I hit 4, but I shot 6. Well, I guess I ain't perfect. Shit been off the curvy. No off night off the feet, girl. Make say unlike Percy. Showtime, I get unworthy. New CMD, I put on for Jersey. Every got 30. Every gun probably dirty. Woo boy, I'm screaming murder. Who's my bad? I mean murder. All them killers they came with Call a house, bring gang with Free their gang, getting singing enough. Disrespect the dead, then we aiming at them. All of my niggas getting straight at the gym. Let it cool off, then we spin it again. Hold up, let's spin it again. L at the L and no winning in him. He with the chart, they gave him like 10. Whoever kill cuz we gon' hit him with 10. Jump out, then hit him again.
Yeah, pull up with the gang, ayy. Let us off, yeah. Tongo, we got trucks, yeah. Giannis, we got bucks, yeah. Brody got 2 foes, we call him Kobe, cause he clutch. He point them out and say it's up. Well, if it's up, then it's stuck. Then up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Then it's stuck. Ayy. Then it's stuck. Yeah. Then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. Then up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's stuck. Ayy. Then it's stuck. Then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Ayy. If it's up, then it's stuck. No, it's up. If we see him break a leg, I mean we wish him luck. Yeah. Shorty want off. Yeah. Walk around the crib with just a T like Donald Duck. Yeah. Walking on thin nights, my niggas lie like hockey pucks. Yeah. This stick sweep the room and this one mop with hugging up. Yeah. Brody said he got a lick, but said he watching Power first. Homie caught a body, neighbors rolled it off as fireworks. Niggas looking crazy at me like they sucking sour bursts. Friends turn to zombies off the girl getting the pot of work. No fucking no whole family plotting, but he got him first. Streets don't show no love to nobody, don't get your mama hurt. Money calling, commas first, She don't go for broke, cause again, go get your feelings hurt. People said I changed, why would I just stay the same? Still tryna get used to this fame, and we pop bottles before I came. I'm finna pull up with the gang, ayy. Let us off, yeah. Tongo, we got trucks, yeah. Giannis, we got bucks, yeah. Brody got 2 foes, we call him Kobe, cause he clutch. He point them out and say it's up. Well, if it's up, then it's stuck. Then up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Then it's stuck. Ayy. Then it's stuck. Yeah. Then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. Then up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's stuck. Ayy. Then it's stuck. Then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Up, then it's stuck. Yeah. Ayy.
I messed up.
Silly.
Well, we're back again from our break. We're here. So my turn. So my story involves Evander Kane. You know, this guy is just, I guess he must be the captain of Can't Get Right. Right?
Dude, he's the master of F around and find out. And he's finding out every turn that he's stay effing up.
Yo, so.
Not even Goofy's this goofy.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
It just seems like it gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
So this happened on October 19th. So Evander Kane is in the news again, but not for something he allegedly did, but he did himself. So as you know, remember we spoke about it in July of 2021. Kane, estranged wife, Anna,
Dropping dimes.
said on Instagram he was betting on hockey games, right?
Yep.
And he's betting on games that involve his teams, throwing away games with the bookie to win more money. You know what I'm saying?
She
So-
wasn't gonna cut.
Yeah. So Kane denied the allegations, saying his former wife is motivated by distress because they are getting a divorce.
She wasn't getting a cut.
Yeah. He had an interview with Linda Cohen from ESPN saying that he has a gambling addiction and that it did lead him to seek counseling to handle his issues. And also he has to handle a massive debt from gambling.
Ooh.
Because of January 2021, Kane filed for bankruptcy and owed $1.5 million in a gambling debt.
Jeez.
Now you would think I would try to do the right thing, right? You know, stay
Yeah.
out of trouble.
Focus
Lay-
on the game, get paid.
Lay low, right? So in September 2020, the NHL did investigations on him, and they found that there was no evidence for the domestic violence dispute he had going on, and for the evidence that he was gambling games. But at the same time, right? While they were doing that, another investigation opened on him as well. Also, during the investigation, Kane said that his wife, Miss Anna Kane, said that her husband sexually assaulted her
Ooh.
and her children
Yikes.
and held them against their will, which is all was false, right?
Mhm.
So in October 2021, the NHL, a month after they closed out one investigation, they opened another one, right? Because he was cleared from that investigation, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The next one they opened out on Evander Kane is that he violated COVID
Protocol.
protocol.
COVID gate.
Yeah. So Kane is suspended for 21 games and won't be back until November 30th for the Sharks versus the New Jersey Devils. The total cost of loss is $735,000.
Jeez.
35K per game check.
You
Wow.
dumbass.
At Section
Goofy.
18-A2 of the NHL CBA, players forfeit money every day they're unavailable for off-the-field issues.
Is there an
Whoops.
NHL Cares Fund?
So
Kane
now,
jeopardized the health and safety of the league and the team after it was reported that he himself, Kane,
Mhm.
had given the NHL a fake vaccine card. Side note,
goofy ass.
it is an illegal offense in both in Canada and the United States of giving fake vaccine cards.
Super goofy.
Side note, I
Yes.
assume there will no longer be in a contract extension.
I don't know.
Please,
Dude.
I need more money, please. I know
See?
it's some longer.
And here, I was giving Kyrie crap because of what he did. Evander Kane's a bigger douchebag than Kyrie Irving on this situation. You know what it is? You not only that you know you're in debt, $1 million. You could easily got out of that debt by keep playing those games and actually being vaccinated. And look what your dumbass did. Yes, your beliefs. I'm gonna get a fake COVID card, which is super illegal.
Yep.
And a forgery on both the Canadian and U.S. governments. You don't do that because now you're going to jeopardize not only your career, but your freedom.
And the league. So let's say you run around with a fake vaccine card, catch COVID. You're supposed to be in a 5-day,
Yeah.
a 5-day restriction. You comes your 6th day. You
Yep.
go in, and then let's say by chance you're asymptomatic.
Yeah. You put the whole league in danger, the whole season in danger. It's going to cost them millions and millions of dollars.
I get it. Listen, you have a right to not get the vaccine. Right?
No.
It's your right. No, listen, hear me out. It's your right to not get a vaccine. I understand it.
But
But If you're not vaccinated, you must follow those policies.
Stay
Don't
home.
skirt the line.
I'm just saying, when he comes back, for all the rest of the league, all the opposing teams, if y'all run the fade for him before the game starts, in the middle of the game,
Like,
towards the end of the game,
check the crap out of him
by
against the
all
wall.
means do that. Because at the same time, he's not only playing with his livelihood, he's playing with your livelihood.
Yep.
Oops, my stick went the wrong spot.
And my thing
Oh,
is
no,
like,
I can't stop. I checked the guy at the wall.
my thing is like, my thing is like, you
Whoops.
owe me 5 thorough minutes.
No, you'll be a freaking a fight on the ice, straight up and down.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Oh, my blade hit his
Oh,
kneecap.
referee, can you come here and look at this book over here? Spin it on the floor real quick.
Yeah.
Bing.
Yup.
There you go, man.
So,
Nice Bradshaw.
So
clothesline.
I'm surprised that
Doing so
the
good.
authorities didn't come in and arrest the dude yet.
nah, they're not going to. The league's gonna handle it.
Oops, I swung my stick too hard. Oh, he's
He's
knocked out.
he's a top tier player. You know, even a regular player when they did stuff like that.
All the more reason to make an example out of him.
Exactly.
They could, but they
You
haven't
know,
done it yet.
When you're a top tier player, you may not be the premier face of the league, but you are a face
I hear you.
of the league
That's what they did to Kyrie.
and stuff like that. You know,
Say something.
See, Kyrie's home. It's different.
Yeah, but he's the thing though, he's still getting paid $16 million.
I think for the season. No,
Yeah, for the season. We're sitting at home.
Remember, what happened in the locker room? Stay in the locker room. We don't know what happened in the locker room.
it beats being goofy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I got another story, and then we're gonna get into some different news. So, October 21st, 2021. This story is about a lethal nurse. A Texas nurse was convicted of capital murder
Ooh, wow.
in the deaths of 4 patients in the Christian Trinity Mother Francis Hospital in Tyler, Texas.
I heard this story.
37-year-old William George Davis is accused of injecting air in the arteries of his victims after they
Wow.
got surgery. Heart surgery, to be exact. From 2017 to 2018, the 4 men, John Lafferty, Ronald Clark, Christopher Greenway, and Joseph Klein, are his victims. Prosecutors explained to the jury that injecting air in the arterial system can cause brain damage, neurological issues, and or death.
Yep.
Discovery of the issues occurred during the recovery process for the patients. The hospital has had no more issues since Davis' arrest, and they seek the death penalty for his actions in the next sentencing hearing.
But
My question is this: so, since the chemicals used for death penalties are not discontinued, nobody makes it in the world. How do you even commit the death penalty on this dude?
They'll find a way. Texas always finds a way.
Texas.
right.
He's getting Texas in Texas.
The question is, how do you figure out exactly who did it, though? That's the
Like
real.
I said, the recovery process of elimination.
Was
Yeah,
there?
sure. Who was the nurse?
Who's a
Attached
nurse
to-
attached to whatever it is.
Yeah.
I watch you. I think this should have had said music played during the scene because that's something I was watching the show right there. Yeah, how do you find that? How do you find that person did it? Oh, that person? What? He was the character we loved. How did
He's my caretaker. He does really well. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Watching you gasp for breath while you're sitting there laying down there, dying.
Dude, remember that one scene from Halloween 2 when Michael pulls out the needle, puts some air in it, and put it in that girl nurse's head, and dropped the needle down. I was like, oh,
Scary hours.
dude. Like, if you don't realize that one little bit of air that that goes in your bloodstream, game over.
Yeah, it could do damage. That's what happened to the guy. And then one more. So Walmart has a recall. It went out recently, as of October 22nd, for a aromatherapy spray. It's Better Homes and Gardens brand aromatherapy room spray with gemstones has been recalled because of a rare and dangerous bacteria called, I'm gonna butcher it, Burkholderia pseudodemelia. I don't know what it's called.
What?
nice.
Basically, it's a type of bacteria that's found in the dirt
Yeah.
in Australia, in North Africa, and Asia too as well. It's commonly found in the dirt,
It's much harder to
so
find.
anybody can get it just by digging in the dirt out there.
Sounds like expensive dirt to me.
Yeah. There's been 4 confirmed cases with 2 deaths. It causes melodiosis, which is very difficult to diagnose. It's very deadly. It's the most commonly found in Southeast Asia, Northern Australia, but it lives in soil and or dirt. Customers are urged to stop using the product and return it to the store. Now, the fun thing is, I checked a lot of numerous other essential oils. A lot of them come from Australia and other places. So you gotta be careful what you get out there.
Anytime I think about Australia, I just think about a survival handbook that I'm going to need with me. Anytime I think about Australia, that's all that's running through my mind. You know, I'm just hearing Steve Irwin's voice as I'm running through the survival handbook.
All right. So, I have a quick clip to play for you. And we're going to get to our next topic because this is going to be our, dubbed it the Law and Order subject. No, topic, right? Law and Order, what'd you say?
Segment of our podcast.
Yeah, Law and Order segment of the podcast today. Because there's been a lot of things going on today. And man, oh man, I can't make it up.
Well, I don't think this will take 16
A
minutes.
lot of hip-hop heads have catching L's as of late. And Wall Street legend, well, you'll find out.
Hold on 1 second. Ready?
I'm telling you, that lady should have been part of Law and Order.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hey, yo, shot every day, B. You be out. You tough, right? I'm out, Rico. You understand what I'm saying? Look at me. I've been shot in the head, baby. My body different. I'm breathing different. You understand what I'm saying? The doctor said I wasn't going to walk the same. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out. Yo, hey, man, pull your skirt down, B.
If you guys don't know that clip is from, it's from a movie called Paid in Full.
celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Classic.
Wow, it's 25 years?
Came out in 2021, man. That's 2021. It came out 2001, I mean.
20 years now.
Yep,
Yeah, you're
20
right.
years.
That's shocking.
Dude, that time go by fast.
Yeah,
guys.
20 years, all right? So,
classic.
classic movie.
Like, shout out to Dame.
Shout out to Dame. Shout out to Bot Nation, right? They put them together,
Rockefeller Films.
Yeah, Rockefeller Films. So, if you guys don't know,
should I tell them the story?
we're going to backtrack and we'll come forward, right?
Yeah.
So, back in Harlem in the 80s, crack was running rampant.
Different era, different time.
Very different era.
Yep.
Where a lot of street dudes was getting guap. Like, these dudes was making
money.
At least 5,000 minimum. You was if you ran a corner, 5 racks. So
about 10,000 a day.
It was 10,000 a day or per week?
Oh,
it was a lot. It was a lot of money they were making.
Yeah, a lot. It all varies.
So you could say you made a minimum of $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
Hustling, right? At the time, you had Rich Porter, you had Azie, and you had Alpo Martinez, right?
Yeah, Alpo Martinez, Azie, Faison, and Rich Porter.
Rich Porter, right? And at the time, this is when you got shout out to Hove, because Hove was moving weight too.
Yep.
A lot of rappers was out there moving weight. A lot of drug dealers was out there moving weight back then.
Oh yeah.
Where you see BMF being played on TV. That's real.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You seen Powers on TV. It's real.
Yeah.
This is what dudes was doing back then. Times was different.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Everybody moving product. The only difference is they had no paperwork behind it. There you can move product. It's just that you gotta have paperwork and you gotta have the white coat on.
Yeah. Nowadays it's different.
This was a different level.
Different kind of level. You seen Snowfall? They talk about it too.
Yeah.
It was all over the country.
Both coasts, man.
Apple got booked. What do you say about late 80s, early 90s?
Early like 1990. On that
1990 or just before that?
Around the ballpark, 1990.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Let's say 88 and up to about 91.
Should I break down the whole story or don't even bother to do that?
Break down the story, bro. It's okay. Come on.
Pretty much, Azie was hit in a robbery.
Yep.
He almost died. He got shot twice in the head, I think.
Yeah.
And he died twice, and he was resuscitated and made it. And after that moment, he was done. But then his partners, Rich Porter and Alpo, decided to stay. He knew when to back out. Azie. He said it on the show Gangsters on A&E. Yeah, after what happened, man, I lost 2 friends in that robbery. I had to back out.
Yeah.
And he did. And
that scene for Paid in Full when he gets robbed
was real.
The house was real. Go ahead.
So those 2 people were killed, like face down on a bed.
Mm-hmm.
For $5,000.
Yeah.
They were killed.
$5,000.
And he backed out because he had a daughter. You can't move the same, can't breathe the same. He's all 10 years effed up because of what happened. He's not going to be alive.
Yeah.
And he said, I got to get out. And then Rich and Alpo couldn't leave because the money was too damn good. Of course they're not going to leave.
Think about this, he said. There were dudes who were making minimum $1,000 a day. Minimum.
pushing BMWs, Saabs, Audis, like cars.
Mercedes, whatever you could think of, they had it.
Yep, a whole floor of an apartment building full of cars. Like every day, it's a new car, a new watch, new everything. Like it was like something different, and they couldn't live that lifestyle because you leave the game because it's gonna happen. You can't live that lifestyle anymore. You can't afford it. So why try to mess it up? It's easy money. You know what I mean?
You can't beat the game. You know, it's fast money, but it's your head on the swivel.
Fast life,
You
bro.
know, it's law enforcement all over you. It's opposition. You know, you gotta be a certain type of dude to be in that game. Not only through your conversation, but also reading body language, assessing situations day by day. Like living with that type of paranoia will make you a maniac, even if you're like the coldest dude under pressure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So what happened was, in early 1990, late 1990, early 1990, Rich Porter's brother, William, was kidnapped, and he was held for ransom. They wanted over $500,000 for the safe return of William Porter, little kid, 6th grader. And it got to the point that to show how serious they were, they cut the kid's pinky off and had the recording and the finger wrapped up in a bag at a McDonald's somewhere in the city.
Yep.
And what happened was, Rich was trying to raise the money because, he didn't want the police involved. So he knew if the police were involved, they'll know what he does. Well,
yep.
And there'd be deeper investigation, not only for the fact that why was his brother kidnapped? And then you're going to follow, he's a drug dealer. Oh, word? Then open the case on this dude. Game over. So what happened was he denied any help from police. He decided to raise the money up himself. He tried to raise it up with some packs. And Alpo felt some type of way, supposedly, that he was trying to jack the prices.
He was getting taxed.
Yeah, taxed, but it wasn't like that. He was trying to raise money to
get capital.
To get the $500K in order to save his brother. Alpo felt some type of way, and a scuffle broke out in the Bronx hallway on a deal, and Alpo killed Rich Porter.
Yep. Shot him 7 times.
He died, man. I think January
1990. January 3rd, 1990. So 2 days after New Year's.
Yeah. So, and then a few days later, in that same block, they found the body of his little brother and a couple of garbage bags.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who did it? And guess who did it?
Who chopped up? His uncle.
His uncle and his boy chopped him up.
Yeah.
His uncle and his boy.
Yep.
Is it all in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. You never see Paid in Full before?
Dude.
No, I don't think you have. No, you're too young.
Are you here tomorrow?
Yeah, he has, but he's too young to know it.
I'll bring in the Blu-ray. You'll watch it tomorrow night. But it's real. Like it hurts me to see that your own family, and I ain't gonna give him no excuse because he was a crackhead or heroin addict, whatever. I don't give him no excuse at all. It's just hard to see that your own uncle despise you so much that he'll kidnap his own nephew and use him as a pawn, as a marketing chip to give him money, $500,000. And willing to kill his own nephew.
To me, that what makes me upset about that.
Like,
I'm not skipping the story. I'm gonna stay on story, but it's just that. Why are you so greedy? You wanted $500,000, $500,000. You could have taken $50K.
Dude, some people want. He saw his nephew flossing.
I
his
get
nephew
it.
pushing the car. He's like, you can afford that. You have no problem.
Doesn't matter.
You work with your boys. You can make some money.
And it's in your family too. That makes it even worse.
Dude, I can only imagine his mom. God rest her soul to his Rich's mom. She passed away a few years ago from breast cancer. Imagine losing both your sons at the start of the new decade, 1990. Yeah. I can only imagine, man. That's so heartbreaking right there.
I mean, what you're saying is a valid point. I'm not surprised. I'm quite. It's quite amazing that her spirit, lasted that long because burying your kids to that degree, like she probably
back to back
could have died even sooner than that.
Mm-hmm. Heartbreak.
To be honest with you, that's a real thing, dying from heartbreak. And that, man, like, I'm just overwhelmed by that, bro. Like that.
You never seen Paid in Full before?
I've seen parts of it, but the part I didn't know was the only part I did know was Alpo felt like Rich was doing something shiesty with the money. I didn't know the aspect was the result of his brother getting kidnapped, and stuff like that, and why he was doing it.
Well, he didn't tell Alpo what the deal was. He didn't want to bring no more attention to the situation.
Do you think had he told him, Alpo would have probably seen it differently?
I doubt it.
Or do you
I don't
think
know.
He was just
No.
too unpredictable.
Too unpredictable.
Even Azie said himself in an interview during the show, Gangsters, the dude was too wild. He's too arrogant. He do what the hell he want. He go on police chases on a regular on his bike like it was nothing to him. Like he was
living dangerously.
Yeah.
And then so that happens because I remember the Alpo did talk. They had a documentary on Alpo Martinez at one point. And I watched it on YouTube, and he was trying to finagle like, yeah, you know, Rich was giving me the deal, and I wouldn't like the deal, and then we got a scuffle, and the gun went off, and you killed your mans, and then you was acting as if that you didn't know what happened, but you knew what happened.
So the gun went off 7 times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you fled the DMV, and make it seem like what happened up there you did nothing about it. You didn't do it, and you did do it.
What happened in the DMV situation?
When you went down there.
No, I mean, what happened? He flipped on those people?
Oh no, he went down there to lay low.
Yeah.
After he shot Rich Porter.
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But
then he was in DMV, right? So you fast forward, the feds catch up to him. So he goes, I'm not going to turn on nobody from Harlem. But then becomes an informant for the feds.
Yep.
And then takes on the whole DMV drug gang. Click.
Including Wayne Perry, who's one of the biggest dudes in the DMV area.
And it was so crazy about Wayne Perry that what was Patrick Ewing's coach in Georgetown? Oh my gosh.
Thompson?
Yes.
Yeah, Coach Thompson.
Coach Thompson had, because Wayne Perry used to go to the games at Georgetown. All the games. Coach Thompson went up to Wayne Perry face to face, said, you cannot come here and get involved in my college player's life. Knowing who this guy was.
You know what balls it takes to stand to a dude who knows he can kill you?
This dude is
regarded
about it as one of the shrewdest like murderers ever.
Yeah.
Like from his profile, the way they describe him, through officers to dudes around that area that knew him and stuff like that. I think he was
you don't cross his path.
Nicknamed like Silk. This dude was very efficient in what he did. Like, and he had little regard for anybody. To be honest with you.
So he's like, you know, not to get fictional up in here, but like he's like one of those characters. Like if you mention his name, it's kind of like bad karma.
It like strikes fear in a lot of people's.
It's that real. Like dudes, they want to cross his path because he might be there's something wrong to him in the past, and it'll just kill him on GP.
Yeah.
And he had, similar to Alpo, he would try it.
Yep.
He would definitely try it.
He will test your gangster, and no problem.
Because they were saying the DMV area was wild and crazy.
Oh yeah, you think
New York was bad? DMV, forget about it.
Like
It was Wild West out there during that time, man.
Like
that's why I can't wait if they can do a Wayne Perry like documentary or like
I'll be down for that.
Miniseries, I'll watch that too to watch that whole story.
I think that's the next thing's gonna happen. You know what it is?
You might as well get it.
You know what it is? Here's the thing. After Narcos is premiered this week for the final season. In Mexico. For where you're gonna go next? Like I think if anything of Narcos would be smart is to go into like somewhere like the DMV. Do a story on Wayne Perry, or go to the city, do the story about Fat Cat Nichols, or do a story about somebody in California. Like there's so many stories out there that you can do a whole series with.
But the drug game,
about the drug game, like only I don't be only 50% doing that. Like doing it wrong. Him getting the BMF story was probably the biggest accusation he had.
Facts.
And here's the thing: in a few years from now, Big Meech will be free.
Yes, he will.
Like
finally,
I'm surprised the court, the jail, allowed him to do the narration for the show. That's really him. Like you hear the voice on the show, and you hear the voice we do. It's like do an interview on a video.
Yeah,
it's him. It's
wow.
It's Big Meech. You can't mistake that.
So,
but
yeah,
back to the story.
So back to the story about Alpo. So recently, this weekend, so we told the backstory to fast forward now. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So pretty much, here's the thing about Alpo. He had 14 bodies on him.
Yeah.
He was looking at multiple life sentences, but he turned state witness.
Yep.
Flipped on the entire connect from the DMV area, including Wayne Perry, and he got a 14-year bid.
Yep.
He was freed around 2015.
Yep. And
what he did, his silly ass went back to Harlem, like that he's still king of Harlem.
So he's been roaming the streets for about 6 years now.
He had 2 security guards at the time. In the beginning, he had 2 security guards with him, running on the block and all that stuff. But then I guess after a while, he couldn't afford the security guards, and well, you finish the story.
And then this past weekend, Saturday night, early Sunday morning, he was found dead in his car with about
a Ram 250
Ram truck.
Yeah,
1500, about 8 5 shells in his chest?
I think 7. No, 7.
7 shells in his chest.
Jeez.
Dude.
And they tried to assess him at Harlem Hospital.
And no go.
Nope. He checked out.
You basically got a hall pass to come back into life.
And what you did?
Why would you go running around thinking things are sweet? Is unbeknownst to me.
It's the brazen arrogance. That's what it was.
You are a known informant. You're laughing because you know what I'm about to go say next.
Go ahead.
You are a known informant. You messed up some people's lives.
They'll never breathe free air ever again.
Okay?
They will die in prison.
You killed Rich Porter, which was the king of everyone. Was the most revered man in Harlem.
Most loved man. Like he was more loved than the mayor.
Okay?
More known than the mayor.
All right?
He paid people's rent, paid for clothing. He helped people out. He was loved.
He was doing what he was doing, but he gave back, and you snuffed it out because of your own greedy, selfish ways. You out here running around thinking things is sweet, and then one weekend you go out to a Halloween party, and you don't make it home.
Drive-by.
Was it drive-by?
Yeah, it was a drive-by.
It was a drive-by.
According to police and according to reports, it was a drive-by.
6ix9ine. You are a known informant.
Pay attention.
Look at your surroundings, bro.
He had a Hulu show. Remember that on Hulu? He had his own
We
show.
could say he was not as arrogant enough to go to the DMV area. Say that.
He's been going to
No,
Miami.
but his thing though.
Yep.
He's been going to Cali.
The reason why he went to DMV because he started his own
Thing
thing
yeah.
down there as well.
Saying after he got out, he was wise enough to stay away from there.
So you know,
Okay.
he persona non grata down there. Of course, he's no better dude. But 1 weekend down in DMV, he's finished.
Man.
You know what it is? The mentality up here is so different now than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
If you were a snitch, return to the block, I guarantee you would not last 1
You
year.
got snuffed
in Harlem.
out.
You would not last 1 year.
This dude's been running around for 6 years.
It was a miracle in itself he made it this
Honestly,
far.
For
I
6
agree.
years,
No, you're
Walt.
absolutely right.
Well, yeah, I said 6
That's
years.
a long time.
The whole thing right there.
That's a long
And a lot of
You
people
start
say
hoping
that.
right there.
6 years is a long time with a guy of that profile. And my thing is, I'm sure people were just scouting and just buying their time.
But you know what it is?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it like this, man. Like,
How old was Alpo when he died?
55.
55, right?
yeah.
So 55 years old. It's been what? 30 plus years
Yep.
since that incident happened. You don't think there's another guy who's around at that time plotting on you?
Absolutely. Like I said, 6 years is a long time. So they're scouting
And
him.
we don't even know he still has a bounty on his head. Like, you don't even know you have that.
Looking at habits, how he moves, where he moves,
Yeah.
who he moves with, and stuff like that.
Tracing him, yeah.
I'm sure there's there's been a lot of, you could say, I guess, street level intel. You know how sort of like how the feds be watching and monitoring a situation for years, maybe undercover stuff, but just monitoring it closely, just so they know when to strike.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was
so
the
they have any-
situation
you
that
know what-
transpired.
No,
on this.
You know what it is? Go ahead.
No, saying this might sound weird, but a classic one. Somebody's child was waiting for you when you got jail. Somebody's child waiting for
Oh,
you.
for sure. Oh, for
Somebody's dad who got killed, and he's a little bad. He got a little older.
And you know what's the
Or
crazy
some
part
dude
about
you
it?
snuffed out.
Yeah, family member.
There you go.
You know what's the crazy part about it? All those things are plausible reasons
Yeah.
why he got taken out the way he did. But let's just say if it was nothing, no one tied to the family, and they just could have done it based on the principle.
Just to make a name for himself.
Just based on the principle of the streets, and the streets have really no principles.
Yeah.
But the idea of what transpired don't sit well with any of those dudes that
No.
that are not doing none of the stuff some of these.
And think about it, what you said, right?
You know?
Yeah.
He did what he did in the 90s, got out in 2015, roughly, right?
Yeah.
So,
He had 14 years in prison, pretty much.
when did you get sentenced?
He got sentenced in, I think, 1991.
It's more than 14 years.
That's more than 14
So,
years.
oh, my bad. So,
That's
Like
like
20
24.
24.
So 30 years.
wow. So, I thought he only had 14-year sentence. I thought he only had 14.
He probably got sentenced. He probably was in the trials, whatever.
Yeah.
And then got sentenced in the late
did-
90s.
So
Alright.
let's just say he got sentenced around 96. That's still 19 years.
Yeah.
Well, he probably did at the same ballpark time. He probably got late 90s. Which I went
So,
to full
regardless,
prosecution.
but he was an informant.
Yeah.
So he probably ran up, do the doof over time, and while the sentencing going on, whatever. But still, you don't think those dudes that you got booked up, got out of jail, and didn't forget?
And,
Well-
not only that,
It's not even that. You know what it is? Once you get charged, because we're back in the day, those laws were very, very
Strict,
strict
yes.
for for rock cocaine over powder cocaine.
Yes.
Most of these dudes were moving in that rock.
Yes.
And you're going to never see the light of day again outside of prison.
I don't know if it was a Hollywood thing in that one scene towards the end where, Killer Cam's character is saying like, "I'll never snitch on anybody from Harlem" and stuff like that. Who's to say those guys?
Nah, he wouldn't do that. Not in Harlem.
But who's to say those guys were Harlem dudes? It could have very, very been well from dudes from DMV. Just
Nah, they would have known. He would have known. When you're in that lifestyle, you know who's from where.
Do you know?
I'm just saying.
Because my thing is like, it could have been still guys from that area that made relations with guys from around Harlem.
I hear what you're saying.
That didn't say well. I'm just speculating. Again, this is nothing. This is just conspiracy theory me and stuff like that. I'm gonna put that out there. But I'm just saying, like, eventually, just guys who move on certain principles. Again, like I said, these principles are myths. There are guys who embody them, believing that is what it is and stuff like that. But let's just say, for argument's sake, the guys that took him out, right, might have been guys that were like,
Oh yeah, Cam's character was Rico.
Loyal to like, Wayne Perry and him and all that situation. They were just buying their time, but they wanted to do it accordingly. For that to happen, that requires relationships within people around that area, knowing how he moves.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
You know what it is? And as to the fact that he had no security at the time with him.
Yeah.
It's like if that buddy ran out for security.
Or the feds weren't covering no more. Who knows?
Yeah. Because things gonna happen, and I feel like the thing's gonna happen to 6ix9ine because he has no hits. Who knows how much he actually has left? And he's going from place to place.
Check this out though.
Go ahead.
Hulu.
He may not have hits as far as radio and billboard placement.
Yeah.
But that YouTube money still goes up.
Yeah, you're
Spotify.
right.
Also, as insane as this sounds, maybe Alpo, beyond the arrogance and the unpredictable, maybe he was just comfortable with whatever happens to me. Like, these are the streets I know, and these are the chances I'm gonna take.
Maybe.
I doubt that.
But the way he was running around,
being that arrogant, being that flashy, going to the Breakfast Club,
you know
doing
what?
shows like that.
He was?
I think he was. Was he on the Breakfast Club?
No, he wasn't.
He was on the show. I know he's on a big
He was
time
on.
show.
I think he was on Queen's Flip show.
Was he
The
on
Script
was
podcast.
Was he also on
Drink Champs? No way.
I thought he was.
You think Noya going to have that guy on that show, bro? You crazy? No.
I thought he was on a big show. I thought he was
Nobody wanted to touch that guy, bro.
Showing you.
I'm telling you.
The more you talk about it, I just looked it up. It's on Pluto TV for free. I don't feel like a lie. I feel like I have to go to bed and watch it.
My whole thing about that is like, what people understand is the likes of Nori and stuff like that. That again, I was too young to know what it's about, but that Harlem around that time was very different.
Yeah,
very different.
Harlem.
Very
the whole
gritty,
entire New York City was different, bro.
Gritty, grimy, and stuff
Dirty.
like that.
Harlem,
Yes.
Queens, Bronx,
Yes. It was-
Brooklyn,
oh,
everywhere
yeah.
was grimy, bro.
I was a little kid. I saw the Bronx and Harlem as a kid. I had family who lived in the Bronx and Harlem and Brooklyn as well. And it was a whole different era. Whole different beast. It's not like you see right now with the Barclays Center. You see chopped cheese selling for $15. These people coming in from Williamsburg and all that stuff. It's a different beast. Like, it was dirty, grimy. It was like almost like survival of the fittest type of mentality.
No, real talk. No, you're absolutely right. I remember my bad.
No, you're good.
I remember I was talking to my parents one day because I was born 1990 and stuff like that, and like we have plenty of family all over the city and stuff like that. I was just like, yo, that's it. Yo, it was wild times. Like, I really applaud you for how y'all was moving because like these were dangerous times, and I vaguely remember some of these areas I was in and stuff like that as a young child, and I know at any point things can get
pop
scary.
off. Yeah,
like even if I don't say it in my head, you just feel it.
It was so bad that my dad at one point was a taxi cab driver.
Oh my god!
Growing up, he just say like I would never pick people over certain places, and when he would get up for work, he would not walk on the sidewalks. He used to walk in the middle of the street so he could see what was coming for it any which way.
I don't blame him.
I cannot.
I don't blame him.
Cause think about it, if my dad would have got snuffed out, he's not here. I'm not here.
Yeah.
Back then.
And at any given time.
Yeah.
At any given time it could go down.
So
the element of danger was real. Still is in some
still
parts
is.
in the city.
Still is. So it's like
He said, "I don't have to go." You know what I'm saying?
What?
You gotta know where not to go and where to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that level of PTSD and paranoia. It keeps you alive a little bit.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Stuff like
pretty
that.
much.
And you may have
It's
no
appropriate.
type of street ties.
They said they call it appropriate fear.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think you have the mentality of everything's nice.
No, it's
anytime
not.
pop off.
Facts.
Shoot, you watched The Wire
Yeah.
and Brody when he got murked off on the show
Yeah.
because he didn't want to leave. He did not want to leave his corner, and he ended up getting murked in the show.
There you go.
Remember, I don't know if you guys remember my friend, the tired guy.
Yeah.
He got shot. Who still knows who? How some people say he messing around crowds. Some people say he's drunk. Some people say he's trying to defend some kids from some certain gangs. So even up here, I thought, here something bad could go on.
Listen,
Nah.
Dude, that's why we don't really listen. No disrespect, but all reality is parts of the hill I don't tread at all.
listen. Who said it the best? There's a hood everywhere you go.
Exactly.
Just because you're from New York City does not make you the toughest dude there
Nah.
or the most official dude there. Because I can take you places in Jersey, and they will test you.
Camden, Jersey City, Trenton,
Jersey City,
Camden. Oh my.
Newark,
Trenton,
Irvington,
yep.
East Orange, anywhere of them places you think you gangster.
They
go
will
down
test
there.
you quick.
Go down there.
Accordingly.
Think you Irvington? Think you slick?
And back to you mentioned Azie Faison. I remember watching something about him and telling the story and stuff like that. And he also got to the point where he was talking about hip hop and these rappers, and they're like that energy that they're putting out, this bravado, tough persona, some of the things that they're talking about. It at some point you do get tested. People will try you. Things do happen as we see. Innocent bystanders getting shot up at concerts, or people trying you.
We're gonna go to the next segment because
stuff like that.
you're gonna lead right into it.
Thank
Go
you for
ahead.
bringing it up because look what happened to
Fetty Wap.
before we go into him,
Who?
Rick Ross when he tried to check into like Detroit about the right credentials.
I forgot who's the guy's name again? Trick.
Trick, yeah. He didn't check in because he thought he was gangster until Trick tested that gangster and had a whole squad of people ready to check the shit out of Rick Ross. And what happened? Concert was canceled. Like that.
Shoot.
If you don't check in with Trick, he don't care who you are. If you're a big time artist, you don't check in with him, you lose your Detroit privileges.
Prime example
Wow.
is a song I did talk about before. Chief Keef, Finito,
Yep.
going to shoot New Jersey up. Trying to run my chain, going nowhere. I'm gonna come blow y'all dudes up. I'm paraphrasing the words. The diss song about Jersey because his life almost ended in New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm riding through New York. Finna go and shoot New Jersey up. Tryna take my chain, I ain't going. We gon' come and blow New Jersey up. You want something? Hurry up. Try to rob, we 30'd up. Just before Kano, them curried up. Cheese in my pockets, velvet up. Hey, I'm a gorilla in a coop, finna pull up the zoo. Who the you? I don't know.
He almost got killed. I got a friend of mine who's a DJ, and I feel like I'm having deja vu because I know I spoke about this again. I'm gonna say it again. It was a whole club against one guy,
And he still had the balls to go against that one club.
He didn't. It wasn't like that. He was there. I think he was doing a walk or whatever.
Yeah.
And things got heated.
Yeah.
And it was a whole club against one guy. He's lucky he got in his car and drove away.
And you know what it is? In that part of Jersey, was full
It's different out there.
Wait, blood country or is it like Crip country? What? I know it's like I see a lot
It's
of
one
red.
of the two.
I don't see a lot of red in Jersey.
Well, I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to know this podcast back in the day. Because
But that was back in the day, though.
No, it still goes on. But I still work in that area, so I ain't gonna say what thing is on there because I heard of the name, but I don't remember it fully. I want no one come test me out anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm there.
No, we just.
But I'm just saying.
Call him anonymous.
I'm just saying anonymous, but it gets crazy. If you're an artist and you're doing that energy,
that
like you said,
gangster-ish, yeah.
There's only one guy that seemed to me that has like he has Teflon. He must be Superman. It's the baby.
I would say King Von.
He's only He's dead.
Who?
King Von's dead.
Oh, he's done. He's dead.
You know he was dead?
He spoke a lot of shit about his life, though.
I'm just saying, that's Chicago. That's a whole nother episode. I can talk about them directly.
But then-
Chicago's real different, dude.
I don't think the baby has records like doing all that stuff.
No, he doesn't. But
yeah,
he has a body on him.
he does. But again, those are self-defense things.
Yeah, I know.
And stuff like that.
But then look at people like Nip Hussle. Dude came to Brooklyn, New York for a video shoot. Nothing happened to him because of Dave East, their affiliation. The dude, like he's affiliated. Like, you know what it is? Some dudes could walk to any hood
and be
chill.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because you respect.
But exactly, a lot of people respect, and at the time when he was alive, respected Nipsey. There was a different type of
energy.
Respect, just a different type of energy when it came to that guy.
That thing still hurts me that he
should still be here.
That got murdered by that dude, man. That hurts me. Every time I think about it, I'm like, bro, do you know what you did?
You killed a leader.
Just because, you're in your feelings. Anyways.
But lead on to the story. Well, to Alpo, I'm gonna say like this. I'll finish it like this.
Rest in peace to Alpo.
I ain't gonna say rest in peace.
I'm not gonna say rest in peace like condone. I'm
saying rest in peace to Rich Porter.
Rich Porter, yes.
And to William Porter. And to Mama Porter. Rest in peace to those three.
But for him,
listen, I'm gonna say
energy, bro. You reap what you sow. That's for me.
I'm gonna say like this. You thought you're gonna dumb out all these people and you'll never see the light of day ever again for the rest of their life, be in prison forever, and you think you're gonna come back to the block that you think all's gonna be sweet, like you're the king. Like you're still the king. You're not the king. The fact that you lasted this long was a miracle in itself.
Facts.
Like karma could wait, is so patient. Streets will never forget what you do. And best believe all debts will be paid in full.
Facts.
Like I said earlier, and especially in our chat in the DMs.
Yeah.
Karma has no expiration date.
Nope.
Neither the streets.
It has no expiration date. They just, it's just whether it's good karma, whether it's bad karma, at the end of the day, you reap what you sow. The energy you put out is the energy you receive back. And this individual did a lot of things that altered families. That is just it's a different scale.
I don't think Rich Porter had any children, did he?
No. He only had a little brother. And
you sure?
Positive. Azie has a kid.
Azie had a kid, I know that.
But I don't think Rich has any kids.
If I was him, you'd never see me again.
In some ways,
that's never know.
No, but Azie's good in the streets. He's good. Azie did nothing.
No, but the guy you talking about?
Who? Alpo?
Yeah.
He's dead.
I know, yeah, but I'm saying though.
If he was alive, he would not go back to Harlem like a dumbass.
You would never see.
You never see me again. Exactly.
I will be moved into another country.
Rich
my
Porter,
death, everything.
at his height, was making $50,000 worth of crack a week. He was making.
Wow.
It's
now, so with inflation, look at what, almost $500,000.
Who knows?
In some ways, him not having a kid, if he didn't have a kid, is a blessing. If he did and didn't know about it, which is very
really
possible.
Yeah.
I would understand why there would be no type of affiliation or a level of secrecy. I would definitely understand that.
Oh man.
So once again, man,
If I was him,
that street life ain't worth living, man.
Nope. And
like I said to Tekashi 69, I hope you're paying attention because you're up at bat next, man. And you better not miss that opportunity of laying low.
My man's is torn with him right now, and I keep telling this.
Dude, he needs to quit now.
No, he can do what he want to do, but just be careful. That's it. Be careful.
That's not a bullseye.
You don't want.
You should be willing to
exactly for the money. I'll get
the money. Not about the money. It's just because
for the exposure. I understand.
I'm a
listen. Punch did the same thing. Punch left.
Yeah,
he was smart. Punch left.
Yeah,
he was smart as hell to leave when he did because look what happened after.
My whole thing is,
it's not worth it. Sometimes that notoriety is just not worth it.
It's just not worth it. I can't see that individual get caught up in what he got caught up, be released, and he's still doing those very same things he caught up. Even
trolling still, yeah.
Even if he's pointing out hypocrisies, that are valid and not his place to point out in the first place.
Stuff like your own. Yeah.
The energy he continues to perpetuate. It's not conducive to anybody around him.
Talk about it.
And stuff like that. So what is he really learning? All he's doing is going in the internet, doing and riling up things that he shouldn't be he shouldn't be rallying up and stuff like that because he feels comfortable. He feels like he got away with something, and there's no severe repercussions behind it.
I'm surprised DJ Academic wasn't touched yet.
Don't worry.
Or Whack 100 on top of that.
You know what it's like?
Don't worry for all those guys.
It's like you know what it's like? It's like rewarding a kid for bad behavior.
That's pretty much what it is.
You know, you've been rewarded for bad behavior. You got another chance at freedom, and you're like,
and a career on top of that.
And you know, like, and we're gonna continue to reward you for this. You know,
but thank God that album flopped.
Man.
So he doesn't have to serve success. He needs to get where he's coming to him because you listen. Here's the thing, PSA.
Go ahead.
If you're not of the streets, don't sign up for that.
Be worried. How many of you said the same thing over and over?
I'm gonna say it again because know what it is. Some of y'all hard listen. It's my language, but I had to say it. If you're not of the streets, don't sign up for this shit. Listen, I met plenty of people who were about that life in my lifetime. Coolest people in the world, down to earth even. We can have conversations, civil and everything, smart, intelligent. You'd be surprised. But at the same time, they knew what it was to sign up for.
Yep.
They had no options. They had no way to get money. They're having to take care of their families, want to move up and actually do something to come off of that lifestyle and do something better. And I understand their reasonings for being in certain groups. Because do you want to do bad in order to do good? And once they do enough good out of that bad, they're out.
Also,
and that's the idea.
My bad. Some of them are also born into that too.
Exactly.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like them Cali dudes, like
they're born into it.
When they tried Old Boy, and you know who I'm not gonna say because I'm not gonna give him that kind of clout and stuff like that. You know, he ran right back into the airport and stuff like that. And my thing is just like, yo, they take this thing very seriously and stuff like that.
What's that color about, cuz?
You know? And that's
where your grandma at, man?
Where your grandma at?
It's
Down the street.
real talk,
See you later.
What's really good, blood?
know?
Exactly. You don't mess around.
What you repping, bro? Why you have the gang yourself? Put them down. Put them down.
Listen, man, those little short clips and that good kid message, it's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Like that dude, we're gonna mention his name. He lost his LA privileges. They don't mess with him. You can say trolling all you want, but you go to certain areas with that same troll BS, see what happens to you.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Don't these up. Don't these up. Don't these up.
Do not throw up gang signs in that group. There's nothing wrong with being a civilian. Civilians live long. When you tell the police, that's not snitching. That's called telling the police.
Yes.
There's a big difference. You're a civilian. You're not of that group. That's not snitching if you're a civilian.
Remember, Morgan Freeman said it right, you know? Tell you what happened.
We use the sidewalks to a level of comfort.
Exactly.
Snitches and rats.
Yeah, I mean, listen. So please, guys, if you're not of it, if you can't hang with it, you don't have the toughness for it, do not sign up.
Don't do it.
I'm telling you, Morgan Freeman's right.
But back onto another gang
stop.
story.
Another story. So, rapper ESTG, his company, Everybody Shine Together Entertainment, 10 members have been arrested.
Ooh. That's in Chicago, right?
No, that's in the Midwest.
Chicago.
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Oh, that's a different story.
The authorities said that it's an alleged street gang, and his manager was arrested as well. ESTG, the artist himself, standing tall.
Ooh, that's not a good look.
Which means he's only one by himself right now.
Either the elder people who got popped are looking kind of funny right now.
Not really, because he's actually a football player originally.
Oh wow!
And then left football to play to be an artist.
And he wasn't involved in that stuff at all, right?
I don't think so. No.
So good, smart man.
So he just rapped and that's it.
That smart man.
There's more to come in that story sooner or later.
Something Old Boy should have been doing.
Okay.
Instead of
getting involved with the
instead of organizing illegal activities.
Hey.
Story number 3.
Sponsor.
Damn, that's it. But what about that kid who got? Remember those guys who got arrested after killing that kid because they put that stuff on Instagram? It was a Chicago group. Like Chicago rapper was killed.
Oh, FBG Duck?
Yep.
They finally got most of them too, yeah.
I was like, these kids were posting on IG telling themselves, and they all got popped. Like,
listen, there's a level.
That's why that Chicago stuff is crazy.
There's a level of arrogance. There's a level of lack of. Listen, they don't care.
Self-awareness.
There goes that generation. The energy that's out there right now. They do not care about their livelihoods. All they know is that I'm not supposed to be here by a certain point. I can't see beyond 22, 23, 24, 25, and stuff like that. When shout out to G Herbo, even though he be, be doing situations that I just would look at like, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I'm gonna leave that alone. Like when dude said, "I'm not going to school for pretty much self-preservation purposes," that tells me all I need to know
about Chicago.
Yeah.
That tells me all I need to know. Think about it. That should be the last place. I mean, that should be the main place where you feel safe.
Exactly.
Facts.
Regardless of all the other beefs and tit for tat and stuff like that. When you say your life is on the line by going to school,
it's crazy.
Shoot. What is outside about that?
Listen,
exactly.
I don't know anymore.
The beef for this Chicago music runs so deep. I bring up the story of the Tuka kid.
Yeah.
At the time, Tuka was 13 years old.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
He got shot up at a bus stop. I think they laid out like 70 plus bullets.
Yep. Remember that story.
And they still dissing this kid to this day.
Yep.
The what?
He's dead.
He's dead
For a long time.
If you ever listen to any of the OTF songs or any song from Chicago, they mention that we're smoking that Tuka pack.
To this day. The amount of disrespect to this kid, man.
It's a different kind of energy out there. FBG Duck got killed how many years? But recently.
What? How many?
2 years ago? 3 years ago?
3 years about.
Okay. They've been dissing them on songs for how long? They now finally got the guys.
There's no regard for
human life.
Chicago is different.
For
Chicago is different, y'all.
Dissing the dead and stuff like that. And again, even though he is a controversial figure,
yes.
Even though Hassan Campbell is a controversial figure, the alarming truth he was telling the FBG Duck's mom had to be told. Yeah. It just had to be told. You could say maybe he wasn't the right messenger to tell it. Maybe he shouldn't have told it. But you can't sugarcoat this stuff. You just can't. We can't baby this stuff no more.
The truth.
But he said his mother
and stuff like that. So there's just been this ongoing issue and energy about how she summarizes FBG Duck, making it seem like he really wasn't about that life.
No, he was about that life.
And stuff like that. And
he was about that life.
And he was a victim and stuff like that, going so hard at dude. But meanwhile and stuff like that, he's pretty much he's like you know how Loaded Lux be talking to you. He was talking to her the last time I checked one of his YouTubes, and it wasn't that long ago. It was pretty much saying you have all these different kids by all these different men that were.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, that were not involved with you and stuff like that, and you was losing, and you lost, other siblings older than Duck and stuff like that.
Wow.
And because in the manner you was losing them, one would tell you that there's something that they got to be more, they got to be better. You got to find out a way to preserve the ones you have left and stuff like that. And but no, he was still telling you there should have been a stronger effort to do something or figure out how to change the course for your other children and stuff like that. And he also brought the fact that you go so hard at me for telling a truth that people maybe ain't really trying to tell you or talk to you and stuff like that. But meanwhile, you have all these rappers dissing your son every chance they get. And the only thing I'm trying to tell these dudes is this stuff is unforgiving, it's nothing but headshots you laying next to these gutter rainbows, man.
Exactly. And more fuel to the fire and more bodies going to pile up. Of this one kid who was killed.
Bro, if you see what he was saying, you may not like in the manner he was saying it, but it had to be said.
No, but if you ever heard FBG's song "Exposing Me," he was just dropping F-bombs, F this, F that. He was name dropping, he was F'ing.
So exactly the same energy he was putting out,
the same energy
disrespected the dead, is the same energy that he got back.
Yeah.
and the narrative she tries to paint on her son, for good or worse, because mom's always gonna see the betterment of their son.
That's true.
You also got to accept the reality of what was.
But think about it, she's a mother.
She is.
Who's gonna accept that?
She is. She is a mother, but there are other mothers out there too.
There's other mothers
going
that
through the same type of plight, but they're figuring out ways to do something different. My thing is like you can't sugarcoat this stuff.
I hear you, but
for
me, I'm putting myself in her head. If I was a mother, my son could do no wrong.
I understand that. But if someone like that guy, however controversial he is, even contradicting us sometimes, if he's telling you the truth, he's being as honest, whether it's tough love, whatever, however you want to view it as and stuff like that. But yeah, you have an issue with him, and you got all these other rappers doing the same thing that your son was killed for doing those same things they're doing to your son now. How do you look at him with any type of any type of issue as far as like you beef with him? You got rappers who have no problem dissing the dead, which is your son, just like your son had no problem dissing the dead that was affiliated with some of these rappers.
Facts.
Yep.
So it's just like you're a hypocrite.
Facts. Oh man. My response to that, I hear where you're coming from, but it's one of those things where she's a woman, she's a mother, and in her eyes, her baby can do no wrong, even though the world will see. And I heard the songs he did, I'm like, yo, this guy was very colorful in the wordplay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely.
It wasn't like he was singing Sunshine and Rainbows out there, bro. He was really out here saying F this person, F that person, pulling down for his clique, and et cetera, et cetera. It was so crazy. When I found out he died, I didn't know he passed away, A. And then B, when the kid was telling me the guy's song, because I remember I heard the song, it was at 7-Eleven, this kid was playing it. And the kid was explaining about, this FBG duck, and he laughed about him dying.
Wow.
Because
why he was talking about the song, like, yeah, he got popped. No, he got popped, he got arrested. Something bad happened to him. He was laughing like, yo, this guy's an idiot, but the song's fine. I'm like,
bro,
wow,
this is crazy.
Bro, this is all they know. They're desensitized to this stuff and stuff like that.
Exactly. That's what it is. For them, it's like another day in the life.
Listen.
This is a kid playing the song for me.
Like, bro.
And I'm sitting like, really?
Bro, I don't know if some of these kids even see themselves anymore in their reflections. I think all they see is vanity and shit like that. I don't even think they see themselves or even see another person. So if I can't really see myself, I'm damn sure not gonna see someone like you that looks just like me when I'm not even on that type of time and stuff like that. To them it's just like, oh, another person, that had a YouTube street hit. Oh, he's gone now. Okay. On to the next thing. And it's crazy because when you look at Chicago, outside of like the unforgiving mess that it is right now and stuff like that, it's not only Chicago, there are other parts in this country that are unforgiving messes as well. There's also hope. There's also talented young up and coming artists. You have Tink, you have No Name, you have Mick Jenkins that's been doing this thing. You have Saba. There is real talent outside of talent that's a bit more refined. Outside of them, there's also raw talent. Chief Keef was absolutely raw talent.
Yep.
But at the same time, again, this drill energy is not. It's not in a form of to grow and be positive. It's more in a form of like, yo, who else can I name drop that just died yesterday?
Exactly.
It's crazy because I think recently over at Rolling Loud, 2 incidents happened at Rolling Loud.
Oh boy, it's okay. Yeah, speaking of which, I didn't know Rolling Loud was in New York.
Yeah.
It's
been in New York for the past couple of years.
Like
I completely forgot about that. I thought it was like Miami.
I think they do both, but it's been up here.
There was definitely one in Miami.
I know there is. Yeah. So,
last year,
Lon Sumo and K Flock kind of whole big scuffle. You probably don't know who those guys are, but
I do not. I'm too old.
The two New York rappers, and both from the Bronx that do like the drill thing from the Bronx, and they had a whole scuffle, and literally, I saw the NYPD cop shirts on the cops right there watching them. I'm like, you guys are stupid. Don't you know that? You just did that, right? Guarantee tomorrow you're pitching on the billboard.
Yeah, of course.
Inside their office.
Of course.
And now the NYPD, was it music with
Hip Hop Police?
Hip Hop Police is going to try to find out what's up, what you about.
Yep. You go look for your paper trail. Y'all played yourselves. Hard body.
I can't lie to you. You had mentioned what Walt was saying, how people just we're so used to people dying these. It's funny that you mentioned that because my friends were talking about how drill rappers we were expecting a new one to come up and knows when the next one got to die for saying some crazy stuff. Like we had a whole conversation about it. We're like, oh, these new rappers they make some fire ass butt.
And they die quick.
They die quickly. Like, you know what? Oh, we'll find another rapper to listen to.
Pop Smoke, XX.
Pop Smoke was different.
But he was different. But XXXTentacion,
his own people killed him in the street.
That's the sad part.
And the thing with these,
and I started to listen to him. And I'm starting.
He was good.
He was good.
And
Holy
he's
fish. And I felt like an asshole because I should have listened to him when he was still here. You should have listened
to him, yes, because he was a really talented kid.
Yeah.
Very, very talented. The way he was going, it was been really, really good.
And the fact that even Sting recognizes how good this kid was. So people were giving him reason Sting's sample.
Yeah.
And for Sting himself to come out.
Juice WRLD you talking about? Or XXXTentacion?
XXXTentacion.
He used a Sting sample? What song?
Was that song he did? Was it him or was it the other
Juice
one?
WRLD used a Sting song.
Juice WRLD.
Oh, my bad. So it's Juice WRLD.
But they're both talented, though.
Absolutely.
Is Juice still here or he passed?
Juice WRLD's a kid that took the pills when the plane landed in Chicago.
Oh, he OD'd.
In OD.
He kind of died. He kind of died stupid way. Sorry, he kind of died stupid way. We can't lie here. He basically killed himself.
You know what it is? I gotta agree, homeboy.
I'm sorry. We not gonna say a lot today.
Listen,
it's different. It's different with that.
It's don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what your perspective on that is wrong, but it's just the circumstance of what was going on. I could see someone doing that.
Yes,
I can't. Like I'm not sure.
Because if federal people come to my plane, where the drugs at, and I'm crossing interstate.
Yeah, it's considered trafficking. Yeah,
it's considered trafficking. We all gonna take a pill.
Yeah, you're right.
That's how it's gonna go down.
You know what it is? He's right because I completely right about that fact. Because the fact you take a drug on a plane, when you cross over state line, that's considered trafficking at federal level. And
think about what R. Kelly when he got with sex trafficking charge.
The Mann Act.
Traveling with women across state lines.
The Mann Act. That's what happened.
Yeah, Bob. I'm not saying he was a bad guy. I'm not saying what was it? But it's like what you did was like
you should have put the drugs on the plane.
Yeah. If you didn't want to put the drug plane,
but when you're
hide a little better.
Listen, the one thing I learned about these artists and these athletes and these people in entertainment, they don't think they're different.
Yes.
Trust me.
Well,
trust me.
Yeah, PJ Washington proved that to us.
Trust me.
You know what it is?
D'Angelo Russell had weed in a freaking Arizona can when he came into LaGuardia Airport in California.
No, you know what it is? It's like you're on you're going down a highway and stuff like that. The entourage is moving, but you're the deer in the headlights. You know, the entourage is there, but you're the deer in the headlights. You're the main focus, but it always seems like you're the last to know. Why that is, I don't know about it. Maybe it's lack of self-awareness. Maybe you just are very nonchalant about things. But back to Juice WRLD, as big as that record was and stuff like that, it's not what impressed me about him. What impressed me about him is when he got on that Halsey remix, the Without Me record, that was buzzing at that time. It really showed me what I really started to understand what he was about. Even though he put out a really good album and listen to some of the tracks, you sort of see what an artist is or understand what they're looking to do sometimes when they're on a different record. I had the same thing happening to me with Chance the Rapper. When Chance the Rapper was out here buzzing and stuff like that, I wasn't completely convinced, nor did I really care to really find out at the time. But at the time I was listening to SZA, and she had an EP out. And the song that I heard was the song called Child's Play. And he had a verse on there that was just, very unique, well crafted. And then once I heard the verse, then I started looking at other things, listen to acid rap, and I got it, and stuff like that. Sometimes an artist is buzzing, you may not necessarily see or get it in their work and stuff like that. Sometimes it might be them on someone else's work that make you be like, oh, this is different.
I can't lie. When Juice WRLD came out, I think it was just everyone knew it was Lucid Dreams. When Lucid Dreams came out for him, everybody said, "This guy's it. This guy's it." Same thing with X. Oh, it was his first time. Well, you started on SoundCloud, but it was like his first Papa song, I guess. Kiss and Moonlight. It was the last song he did that could call everybody's eye because he was that type of artist. So lead artists, what they do now and how they move, I think I kind of like it. So my brother likes it because he's the DJ. He knows it works. Mm-hmm. He knows how everything works. So I can't lie. My musical talent is not like high as hit, but I can tell that from like the old school and new school, they're different styles.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time though, the way these rappers move.
Oh, this story's gonna be crazy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Finish it out.
All right, you finish it out.
No, you.
I'm done. I'm just saying that's it. They move different. That's all it is.
So what else happened to Rolling Loud?
Man, because part 2. So I was home Friday night. No, it was Friday morning.
Friday morning,
I get a bling. What the hell is this? Freddie Wap. Now, what's new about him? Usually it's baby mama drama.
Pretty much. How many kids he has right now?
Like what, 10 or something like
He
that?
just on the song too.
No, I don't think he has 10.
He dumped
He's got a
this
lot of
song.
kids.
He has
I
a
know
few
one
kids.
recently passed away.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
R.P.
Who?
You know,
Who passed away?
Is one of his kids.
One of his kids. One of his
Oh, yeah, his daughter.
daughters. Yeah.
R.P. Damn.
Well, long story short, I thought it was that. Then it said Freddie Wap is accused of distributing 100 kilos of cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl. I said, what?
Ooh.
According to reports, Freddie Wap was arrested on federal drug charges at Citi Field on Thursday, October 28th, which he was supposed to perform at Rolling Loud.
But they stopped him before you went on the stage.
And they stopped him before he got on stage. The FBI says that Freddie Wap and a few others were charged with dealing heroin, fentanyl, other drugs during the Rolling Loud music festivals in New York City.
Dude, I'm sorry. I can't defend somebody who basically sells fentanyl.
So this might not be related to anything and stuff like that. My thing is like, does it become federal because it's based on the type of crime it is, or does it become federal based on the type of crime and the profile of the person?
It comes to how much weight you hold.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
So legal documents claim that Freddie Wap was discovered with $1.5 million in cash, 16 kilos of cocaine, 2 kilos of heroin, fentanyl pills, handguns, large arsenal of ammunition during the investigation of Freddie Wap and the 5 others. Like I say, he was pulled off stage before Rolling Loud, and that's what happened.
And people were accusing Rolling Loud. They're working with the feds.
Yeah. They said that the alleged defendant transported and distributed and sold more than 100 kilos of the deadly addictive drugs known as fentanyl and heroin on Long Island from New Jersey.
Wow.
Deliberately contributing to the opiate epidemic that's taken so many lives.
Oh, they wanted. I'm sorry
From
to say
the
this.
United States Attorney Ben Ron Peace. Drug enforcement claimed that the group received the drugs on the West Coast, used USPS vehicles with secret compartments to smuggle them east. All 6 men have been charged with conspiring to distribute and possess controlled substances. Freddie and 4 others out of 5 suspects also charged with using firearms in connection with drug trafficking. The
I
group,
wonder, did he make any money from his records?
he did.
Well,
The group faces life in prison.
Not enough because I had to feed all those kids.
No, I'm talking about royalties.
So
I doubt it.
here's the thing, right?
I seriously doubt that part.
So check this out. So there's more to the story. So Freddie Wap was one of them. A New Jersey correctional officer was charged as well. And the others are Anthony Leonardi of New York, Robert Leonardi of Pennsylvania, Brian Sullivan of New York, Kevon Wiggins, known as KJ, from Coram, New York. So these are all people from all over.
Bro, he's gonna get the book. He's
Dude,
getting the book.
You're saying,
Interstate traveling.
He's getting the
and I
book.
add this to the mix.
Done.
You don't break this word out. I'm gonna say point blank. I'm gonna say the eyes of the racist government. You are a selling fentanyl in a time in which we're trying to stop the opioid epidemic. They need a black face to put on this whole epidemic, and you just gave it to them.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that. Because remember, the narrative back in the day was don't say no.
Yeah.
Just say no.
What's so hard about that? Just say no.
Just say no.
You'll be all right, darkies.
their program, their officers just
crack is whack. Meanwhile, they're the ones pumping the crack into the neighborhood.
Like but now the face is their kids.
Yep.
Their kids are the fiends. Their kids are turning up ODing and stuff
Kids.
like that.
Their parents, their grandparents,
uncles,
like
aunts,
aunts,
cousins.
This opiate doesn't have no face.
And sure little white people be dying because of that stuff right now, man.
No, it does now. It does now because
when I mean
because black people were the face
of the crack. Yes,
and they were dismissive about.
But what I'm saying when I mean that it has no face. Any one of us in here can be addicted to pills.
No, that's not.
That's saying that way.
We're saying two different things. I get exactly what you're saying.
Yes.
It has no face. But in this country, the narrative is completely shifted.
Yes.
And now there is a strong focus on it because there are people who see people that look like them and they do not like what's going on.
And the funny thing is, look at the Sackler family.
Exactly.
They now just dissolved the whole entire thing.
And one of them went to jail.
Not yet. Listen, I hope the feds. If you're listening,
I have no faith in the fake government.
If you're listening, if you really, let me tell you something. If Biden really want to put his face on something,
he
book
won't.
him.
Dude, I'm sorry. I know
if he really wants to,
I know it's been only a year, but dude's been finding up proper.
Oh, dude,
he's failing dramatically.
What I tell you, long the orange hair guy was in there, I didn't care.
Exactly, I said the same thing, and people say, "Oh, you like Biden?" I'm not worshiping Biden like you worship Trump. I don't care. They're not a god. They're a representative. They're a paid public official. I don't treat them like they're a freaking celebrity. I treat them like they are. We paid them their salary. Do your effing job.
But back to Fetty.
Back to the story.
So I was reading the story, right? So they said that one of the persons, the guy's name.
I'm gonna say like this. The reason why I said that what I said before because here's the thing. It was a lot of white people.
Anthony Sinite. Wow. He's a New Jersey correction officer. They said that when he got, like I said, they moved the drugs from West Coast to the East, right?
Yep.
And Fetty Wap allegedly was a kilogram level redistributor for the trafficking organization as the drugs were obtained from the West Coast, brought back to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Then the drugs were distributed to individuals sold a controlled substance in Long Island and New Jersey. Scythe of Passaic allegedly transported kilograms of cocaine from Long Island to New Jersey. So the man was, the CO was moving weight.
I'm not surprised. This is the first time this ever happened.
Authorities executed a search warrant as part of their investigation, and they found the money and the cocaine and the heroin and numerous fentanyl pills. Fetty Wap was the last defendant to be arrested on the case. He appeared before the judge Friday afternoon and pleaded not guilty. Bro, it's this thing right here hurts because I know a lot of people that's part of Fetty Wap's camp.
Yeah.
That I met personally, that I know personally, and I didn't really want to talk about the story. It's only you guys, wanted me to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about it.
And I'm sorry that I didn't know.
I'm sorry that I'm kind of doing this, but it's just like you let a lot of people down, bro.
Exactly.
Listen, the biggest people that he let down this year is his kids.
Facts.
Yeah.
That to me right there. Listen, I understand we all gotta do what we gotta do, but you was in a situation, cold or not, where you was there. You had what you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring because we're gonna bring to that point.
And I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna name drop or nothing like that. I met plenty of dudes who are caught up in that lifestyle who have kids. It's like, yo, you have an effing kid. You can't be doing this no more because you haven't. If the right authorities catch you,
it's a wrap.
And you get more than a 10 to 15 year bid, your kid's gonna grow up without you for the most important and pivotal parts of their life.
Exactly.
Like the kids are gonna go get their first communion. You won't be there. Your kids gonna be there for the confirmation. You won't be there. Kids will be there for a couple. Kids gonna have a couple graduations. You won't be there. Going to the first dance. You won't be there. High school graduation. You won't be there. Going to college. You won't be there.
To me, Fetty Wap gets me upset because, bro, at your height, you had 2 of the top 10 Billboard singles, bro.
Actually, he had 4.
4.
Bro.
4.
You're a Jack Harlow times 4, pretty much.
Bro.
You're a trap queen. Can I see the story
It
again?
was the whole summer.
Let me see the story again. Let me see the story
Go
again.
ahead.
This is 2015, right?
Yeah.
I get wind of Trap Queen from a dancer. Shout out to my girl Nunu. See you on Intense. Play this song. I said, who's this guy? It was Freddie Wap. I said, where's he from? He's from Patterson. I said, Patterson? Yo, the song's hot. I'm like, all right, whatever. Let me go find it and download it. I hear it. I said, oh my gosh.
You're hooked.
Someone's hooked. Mm-hmm. Back in the day when you could book Freddie Wap for 2 bottles for $500.
That's a discount, actually. That's a hell of a discount. Considering what it was worth.
Matter of fact, not even 2 bottles. 1 bottle and about $100. That's when he first starting out.
Yeah.
When Trap King first got started out.
Yeah, that's a good deal, actually. That's a hell of a good deal.
You fast forward. It becomes a summertime smash.
And the price goes
in
up.
Jersey. And then went from that to you get 2 bottles, $500. You can still book them for that price, right?
Yeah.
It's gaining traction. It's gaining traction in New York.
And then it hit 987.
In New Jersey.
Yeah.
The New Jerseys are playing it, right?
Yep.
The New York DJs come to New Jersey to come work.
Yep. I'm
playing it. You're hearing, yo, dudes from Power 105 and etc. Yo,
who's this?
Who's this guy? Oh, it's a new song called Fetty Wap, but it's called Trap Queen. Yeah. Who's he from Jersey? They start playing.
Yep.
It goes nationwide.
What was it? Power 105.
Oh, Hot 97? It went nationwide, bro.
What's it? Power 105. It's going all over.
Now it's global.
I remember when I first gave this mix out to my homegirl Victoria.
Yeah.
She's from Atlanta. She's a dancer. I see your thick. I'm gonna give you a mix, but check me out. There's a song on there. It's popping in New Jersey. It's gonna catch stream. Trust me, it will. It's Fetty Wap Trap Queen. When the Atlanta clubs heard that joint down there,
they lost their minds.
They lost their mind.
Bro,
I have my cousin in Atlanta.
I saw Ed Sheeran cover the song.
Yes.
Yes.
Ed Sheeran covered the song.
Okay.
What more do I need to say after that?
A kid from England.
Okay.
A kid from freaking England.
He's from England?
Yeah, Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Ed Sheeran's from England.
From England.
He covered the song.
Yeah.
He went from listen. He went from just 2 bottles and $500. In about 4 months, he was on Kimball.
Yep. Live.
He was all over TV.
National
bro.
audience. And that price goes
television.
up. And that price goes up.
Yesterday's price, not today's price.
So he's got to put $100K to head to the stage.
School, every place where my kids, my school, oh my God. Baby, won't you mind? We will find that song playing somewhere.
Yeah.
It was a smash.
You couldn't escape it. Dude, I was working in the clubs, doing security up here, and in the city, every single freaking night for the weeks I work. Like, I work 5 days a week in the summertime. You could not escape those songs.
And it wasn't, and the thing about Trap Queen, it wasn't a bad record.
It was dope.
It was a hit.
It was a hit.
Yeah.
It was a hit, right?
Yes.
He does that.
Absolutely.
Now you're going to be going on my laptop.
And
that's
again,
upset.
he does again.
He does again. Hit.
Yep. Come my way.
I'm not going to get to that yet. Because then 6 and 9 was out there popping off too. Right? I'm like thinking things sweet.
Yeah.
He jumps my way. I'm like, I bet. I'm like, this song's fire. Monty, you going at it?
Yeah, and then one more song.
What happens?
It's one thing when you can't.
What happens? What happens? You know what happens with my way. What happens with my way? Who jumps on it?
6.
Drake.
Here comes an anthem.
6.
Yep. Drake comes in, right?
Drake comes in and kills the song.
Yep.
The remix.
Listen.
And now you get a bona fide hit.
He
Bona
had
fide
4 hit singles, hit the Billboard chart, bro.
At the same
4
time.
At the same time.
And that's unheard of.
Smashing
nowadays.
records, bro.
It's one thing when you catch lightning bottle once, but then you do it again. Oh, that is talent.
And then we do it 3 times? Oh, shit. They do
He
it
went
4
4 times, bro.
Oh, now you're a bona fide hitmaker.
That's
And then the part that killed me the most is out of those 4 back-to-back hits in the summertime, he wasn't relevant after that. It's like, what happened?
but also I think that comes down to the era we're in because of how accessible music is, where it's just like that.
Yeah.
3 months could feel like 3 years for artists.
Yeah.
Quavo, Gucci.
So 6 months could feel like 2 years. For
You know what it is? And I'm glad you brought that up because I remember that episode of the Boondocks, The Rags. That's in the title. Don't censor me. And with Gangsta, Doug Nivison, was talking about all these artists. Oh, these are old school. Like, dude, they came out a few years ago. Oh, they're so old school. Like, and Flat was.
But dude,
It's like, it's I never thought it'd be really gonna happen in real life. it's really happening. You be a year old and you're still considered old school. Some of these people, like, how?
Look at Drake. Drake's been in the game for 10 years. Now they consider Drake the elder statesman. I'm like, bro, he's only 30.
Wait, he's been around for about what? I think since 05, 06.
No.
On a mixtape circuit.
Mixtape circuit.
Yes.
Mixtape circuit. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But on the mainstream, since
08.
Since
09.
09.
09.
09. Yeah.
I can test this for you.
Just turned 35.
So Trap Queen, and he has all this stuff going on 2015. He drops his album, right? Fetty Wap, the self-titled album. On that project, you have Damn, you have RGF, you got No Way Off, you got I Wonder, you got Jug. Let me out of Jug. Yo, it was scorching, my guy.
You're right.
And then after that, he had the 300 issue. He had to go to Atlanta to get going. Yeah. And then it's been just nothing but just, it's like he's trying to start the engine, bro.
But it will start. Like, he's stalling out. He had the birthday record he did recently. Yeah. He has a new mixtape coming out right now. And it's supposed to come out this month.
Yeah,
Butterfly Effect, yeah. So it's like
a whole album.
Was a mixtape, not an album.
So why are you taking these unnecessary chances and you're still doing music?
Some people need the money to drive that engine.
I don't know if it could be the money or know what it is.
You know what it is?
It could be you put your mind state back at that time.
Or beat around the wrong people.
Yes.
Who put that battery in your back, and then look what happened.
Because you think about Trap Queen. Remember, if you remember the lyrics behind it, it was about a chick who was really in the streets trapping.
And you know what it is? Fetty more than likely was of that life.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't know, because people, what I was getting from people was that Fetty was not really about that kind. He was in there, but not really about
not
it.
That fully
fledged.
Yeah.
From the people that I talked to.
Yeah.
And then now I got people saying that they think Fetty was set up because it's a beef between him and some other artists out there. There's a lot of stuff going on.
I'm sorry,
but for me it's like this: when the feds book you on something,
it's for a reason.
It's not by accident they booked you.
They have a case on you.
So we know it's what they can prove.
Their boys can prove. It's a
wrap.
What
they can say to go to court. Like, okay, oh, you're the guy. All right, so let's put boom.
We got wiretaps. We got evidence.
All that interstate networking, how strategic it is, how they was moving. People in positions of law enforcement were moving. That all could have been applied to the music.
Exactly.
That all could have been applied to the music.
Trap Queen.
I don't care if it had to be indie. I don't care if you had to do a favor for a favor type stuff. That all could have been towards the music.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Emperor?
No, because you said something about Trap Queen. I literally looked at the song and the first couple of lines, him talk about how she ditched it to her stove, to my stove, and showed her how to whip it, and I remixed it too low. It's basically telling her how to make cocaine.
I always wondered if that was about a real chick.
You don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. And the sad thing I said, I know he really closely, and it hurts me to talk about stuff, but this story is almost like a cautionary tale.
Dude.
Artists, stick to your craft. Like, I get it. Like, the one thing about rap music, what I hate with a lot of artists, especially if you come into the game on that gangster time and on that level, you want to continue making that music, but it's okay to grow old.
Jay-Z proved that to us.
It's okay to transition to rap.
Nas proved that to us.
To still rap, but rap about,
what relates to you.
Yeah, now.
No, but this is where artist development comes into play because, you got such a raw talent who knows nothing but the streets, body language, a level of paranoia, head on your swivel and stuff like that. Doing these things that they would rather not be doing, but due to their circumstances and their upbringing and what they know, they are doing it. Now they find a new way that could get them out of it and stuff like that. And they don't really know how to transition properly and stuff like that.
You know what it is, man?
You can't blame them. That's how I say.
You can't, but at the same time, you can't have other examples around you and then think we just gonna give you a pass on that.
Yeah. You know what it is? I'm gonna say it like this, man. When you start moving big weight, and you're gonna get the attention of certain people, the other boys will be paying attention to you.
Yeah.
Big weight, interstate travel, all that stuff. Them other boys will be watching you every move and get enough catalog on your situation. So when they want to take you to court and want to take you to trial, they have everything they have to make that slam dunk. Remember, the FBI, DEA, their ATF cases have a high success rate in the 90s. They never lose.
Well,
they never miss.
People in trenches like that, especially a person who's high profile and stuff like that, I would think a guy with Fetty's like high profile in terms of the music and stuff
Stay away
that.
from
Not only stay away from, but if he was in that stuff, not be in the vicinity of what's going on.
Yeah. Don't be in the trenches. Yeah.
Like even Scarface, the way to remain in this business is to be low key, right? Even though we all know it usually goes bad, the low key aspects of element of it, that's what he was missing. If that's what he was into, right?
Yeah.
What the last place I would be is anywhere near that, or even at a music festival where people where you got mules moving that stuff like that. I'm nowhere near that.
That was a dumbass move.
I'm nowhere near that.
Period, man. Like, listen, I understand drugs do get sold at festivals. That's a given.
True.
But to move that much weight at a festival,
well, they don't know how much, but they said that they was distributed. Like I said,
my alibi is airtight, bro.
Listen, I believe the feds over anything because
I don't know what the street
this.
said is what the feds reporting.
Yeah,
and what they had during the trial.
Yeah, it don't matter what the streets matter. They got no here saying what his livelihood's about.
And then the feds breaking down the story even worse through the stories online with the online papers. I'm like, so they actually broke down detail which guy was moving what, who was doing where, who was driving where.
Like I said, they listen. They got you.
When the feds want to get you, it's not this 1 day. No, we're gonna give you at least a year, 6 months to a year, plus to build a case.
You have enough rope to hang yourself.
So when we come to that table, like,
what's up?
This is what you were doing right here, right?
Yeah, because my thing is like,
how you want to do this?
How you want to do this?
You're giving
life
them the paper
imprisonment.
trail.
You want 20 years because with the gun charge you can get 5 to 10.
Dude, all you have
with all the weight and everything else that y'all distributed once a tether,
you got life.
It's gonna be this much years. Or you get 4 to 5 for the 10-year bid.
Probation.
Who's your connect?
What's up?
Who's your connect?
Listen,
tell me who did it.
If there is any form of divine intervention watching him, and I think he gonna get the book. If there's any form of divine intervention watching him, I could see 5 to 10 years, maybe less than that on good behavior.
Yeah,
that's that.
That's the best outcome.
That is the best outcome.
And funny thing, I wanted to interview with his lawyer beforehand, so I got to meet the guy a few times. But now it's like
not anymore.
To this case, it's like
it's too hot, bro.
It's
too hot.
The lawyer, I don't even know. Like, granted, that's his lawyer. But it's gonna be one of those things like, bro,
can't speak on it.
I know you can't speak on it, and I won't speak on it. How are you doing? Like
you probably getting more gray hairs by the minute. What's going on right now?
I'm just like, what? But I heard, but his name out of all him.
Yeah,
he's the last guy I expect to do something like that.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, man. And this is what I'm gonna add this to the mix as well. This is why if you're an artist, please do not sign a record deal because some of these deals, 360 deals. You have to pay it back with interest. Who knows if he actually still owes that record label that money with what's going on between 300
well, remember, it went from 300 to Atlantic.
So
now he's on Atlantic right now.
And Atlantic probably owes Atlantic money still probably on that deal he had. So it's like, yo, you know how they effed Lupe Fiasco over? That 360 deal is not a game, man. Like, people got screwed over royally because of the 360 deals.
Well, hold on. Fetty Wap's album was released by RGF Productions, which is him.
Yeah.
Distributed by 300.
First album, right?
The first album, yeah.
And that was one of Lupe's biggest problems. Like, I'm not signing 360.
Yeah. So what it was that,
yeah.
his song Trap Queen, held the security deal with 300, and then eventually got transferred to Atlantic. Because 300, that whole thing is fiasco.
Yeah.
And 300 at the time was hot.
Yeah.
And I think I still have that. Shout out to my girl. She knows who she is. She used to come out here because she used to work with 300 at one point in time. And I was like, what happened to 300? She just laughed it off. She said, I would talk to you about it over some drinks.
So that's bad.
You need me to talk to me about drinks?
That's
about
bad.
what happened at the label?
That's bad. That's real bad. If I get loaded, they talk about something, it's bad.
No, she needs to feel at ease talking about a lot of things that happened that probably would have her stressed out. You know, if she talked to you about it being sober.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. You probably need some really, you gotta be on that loose.
When you're sort of like you're inebriated, your inhibitions come out. The truth is it has less reins on it. You know, you can loosen the reins when it comes to the truth. But my biggest thing is I just forgot what I was.
Go ahead.
What I
That's
was
all right.
about to say.
Now the thing with 300 on that label,
Who was on that label 300?
you have YNW Melly,
Oh my god.
Megan Thee Stallion, No Savage, Water Parks, Cheat Codes, Highly Suspect, T Grizzly, Famous Dex, Shy Glizzy,
Oh wow.
I know T Grizzly.
Day Day, The Hunter, OBM
Yo,
Perry.
Meg this is like
Ice
the biggest
Prince.
one.
I just remember what I was about to say now.
Is it Dollar? What's S Snot? Dollar sign, your Snot. There's a lot of people. Even Young Thug, YSL,
Wow.
Like,
with
so,
Lil Keed and Gunna.
so two of the biggest
But there's
artists.
a distribution deal with YSL Records.
Oh,
even though the premise of a 360 deal is just, is
I didn't
just-
know this.
What?
Hold on, wait, hold this. So the founders of 300, guess who they were?
let me guess.
Liar Cohen,
Shocker.
Kevin Lyles,
Shocker.
Todd Moskowitz,
I'm not surprised at all.
and Roger Gold.
Those two up alone, Charles and
Cohen
they
and Lyles?
used to rape the crap out of people at
That's
Def
why
Jam.
That's why Dame Dash him beef all the time.
Yep. Cause there you got away with freaking murder. Dude got away with freaking murder at YouTube Music. Lear Cohen. Dude, that dude was a rape artist when it comes to these deals. Do you believe me? Do your homework, kids. Google's your friend. I'm telling you, I seen it through like what with Dame Spaz the at that freaking
In that meeting,
He had every right to, because Lear Cohen and Kevin Childs used to tag team and just destroy people's, like, the deals they have them on are so ridiculous that even people are still tied to those deals today.
Well, when you learn from the best, you always gonna put it to the test, right?
Like, dude, I wish we could do a documentary on that story, on those two, because man,
I've heard stories about those guys.
woo boy,
Lear Cohen, that's the guy who then it comes up. I'm like, when I heard his name apart from him, I'm like, whoa, boy.
we already know what it is.
I don't
You
know
know
if he
what
still does, but
No,
I know
he did. He exited off of 300.
No, I'm talking about him, Kevin Lyles. Like, I think he probably still or used to manage Trey Songz
I don't know.
and stuff like
I
that.
ain't sure.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. I'm talking about
been
like
around since like before, around the Def Jam 2000 era.
where I know I'm
So this makes you wonder, right? About Trap Queen.
Boy. I guarantee you, if I still get paid off of that alone.
How much does Freddie Wap get? 'Cause remember, it was originally his song.
Yeah.
like I said, this comes down to
The
whatever
deal.
he signed, because like even though the overall gist of a 360 deal is not the best deal and stuff like that, 360 deals, the way I view them and stuff like that, especially
You don't
Back-
own yourself anymore when you sign 360.
back in the early 2000s.
Exactly.
No, but again, the first time I was introduced to it was when Jay-Z did his thing with Live Nation, and I feel like for those type of acts like a Jay-Z and stuff like that, it's more of a joint venture for a legacy act that has pretty much already gotten his money and stuff like that. Everything else is just going to be on a different scale, and it's not going to just be music related and stuff like that. And again, a guy like him sure has a great team and sure enough leverage where he could work it out where it don't seem like it's anything crazy. But as a new act, the last thing you would want is a 360 deal.
Exactly.
You're improving, you haven't made any money yet and stuff like that, so it's just like, don't do that. And that's one of the things Lupe Fiasco fought so hard for.
Yeah.
And it cost him a lot because some of the records he would have easily had, and this was at a
Got
point
leaked.
not only that, but this was at a point where like first album, Food and Liquor, classic, does what it does, Grammy nominated, wins a Grammy for Daydreams, then drops to Cool, another
Love
Grammy
that
nominated
album.
album.
Love that album.
Still a lot of creative control, does his thing and stuff like that.
Lasers comes out.
Lasers comes out. The Lasers we got was not the Lasers he wanted out. And in the midst of that coming out, guess whose career is made because of certain records that went
Already know.
that went to Lupe. Lupe did his thing on the records, but because of the politics with his situation in Atlantic, this 360 deal, him losing creative control, guess whose records guess who got these records that made the career?
Trey Songz.
B.O.B.
B.O.B.
Ah, Bobby Ray.
Are you serious?
Nothing on You and Airplanes.
Oh, but he did out of my head. He was forced to do out of my head.
Out of my head, it was his record.
No.
But the
No.
records that he would have gotten that could have easily been like, oh, these records are gonna go. Nothing on you and airplanes.
That went to B.O.B.?
Yeah.
That's a B.O.B.
He's right, though. I thought
he has verses on those.
I thought he meant because I know.
Yeah, I know. Wait,
Trey
he
was.
does, right?
He has verses on those.
Yeah.
No, Out of My Head was a single. It was on Lasers. So that record was.
But he didn't even want to do that record either.
No.
Lupe didn't want to do it.
There are a lot of records he want to do. Even the record with the what's that band's name? The Float On with Modest the Modest Mouse sample with the Float On record that he did. When you listen to his verse and stuff like that, is that first verse is him talking about his lack of creative control.
Yeah.
It's one of those verses where it's like a FU to the label, because like you really like binding me right now. I'm not able to do what I'm supposed to do. And Out of My Head, even though those were like, pop records.
That's a hit though.
And stuff like that.
But he didn't really want to do that.
You listen to his verses, he's still not even, dumbing down. He's still giving you a quality verse about like, about a girl record and stuff like that. It's never been him. But again, those two records right there made B.O.B.'s career.
And look what happened to B.O.B.
Mr.
Flat Earth Theory.
And the thing is,
I haven't heard of him in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't want to be. He was. I think he was just uncomfortable being mainstream, which I think is kind of sad because my thing is like,
He was good.
You marketed everything about being mainstream. You embraced these pop records. You played the guitar and stuff like that. Even his second album and stuff like that had a lot of great pop records. Had fantastic songwriters. Even a record that he wrote with Ryan Tedder and stuff like that. Not everybody's getting in the studio with Ryan Tedder, and stuff like that. So my thing is just like, I think it's sad because again, another talented dude who could really rap, make pop records, could give you quality mixtapes, could jump on records with other
T.I. and
dope MCs and hold his own and stuff like that.
But
like I said before, if Lupe was playing ball and stuff like that, those records might have not went to B.O.B. We might not get a B.O.B. if those records.
He's right. He's definitely right though.
It's crazy, man.
But the politics of music, man, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And I feel like what happened with Freddie Wap may play into the fact that he did what he did, unfortunately.
I hope not. I hope he's just doing it just to think street. Or I don't even know.
No, I don't think it's the fact that he want to be street. I think it's just the fact that money. He needed money.
I hope not.
Because, like I said, 300. Those two people alone off the top, Liar and Kevin.
Bro,
don't do a rape artist.
Even if your stock was no longer valuable as an artist because that hit or that record that you thought wasn't getting any traction, you still could write for other people.
But his thing though, once you're on that deal, the 360 deal, and you're not making no hits for that company, they're gonna push you at all. You're pretty much dead in the water, and you still owe them that money on that advance you got from them.
Facts. Yeah. Let's take a quick break, and we'll get to the wise guys.
All right.
Oh, by the way, so we're back. Breaking news. All right, we heard something just now, and it got me so triggered.
Flagrant.
Now I'm gonna play what it is.
Freaking flagrant.
No, don't laugh yet, kids.
And then we're gonna get to the finale of the show. All right, check this out.
Oh man!
Let you know that we can confirm now that
this is from Lisa Evers, by the way.
Street Soldiers herself. Shot and killed.
Yeah, Street Soldiers herself.
On Frederick Douglass Boulevard around 3:20 this morning on Sunday, October 31st in Harlem was in fact Alpo Martinez. Now, part of the confusion about whether it was him or was not him had to do with the fact that he was in a witness protection program, and the name that was on all of the ID that was found on his body, according to my law enforcement and police sources, the name was Abraham Rodriguez of Lewiston, Maine. And it turns out his driver's license, his social security card, other ID that he had on him was in that name. But we can now confirm from multiple law enforcement and police sources that in fact it was Alpo. I'm going to have much more on this for you on the Fox 5 News at 10, which is coming on late tonight after sports, but will be worth the wait. So check me out, Fox 5 News at 10.
Who wants to start this up? Because I ain't going to start this up. Go ahead.
It's going to be very quick.
Intense, go ahead.
Very quick. And then we go around and it might come back to me again. You were in witness protection program. They gave you another life, a brand new point on life. They put you someplace where you could have had any life and no one looked into your past.
Nobody will look you up in Maine. How many black people you know are in Maine?
They put you far away. So far away. Gave you a whole new life, new ID, new SSN. You basically had a reset on life. You started a brand new life. Why the hell your ass back in flipping Harlem is unbeknownst to me by a stupid. What type of stupid?
See, you know he's mad because this is
You're
our native.
stupid.
Our native is
The man is stupid, buddy.
This is native.
He's just
He's
ungrateful.
stupid.
They still kept you on the East Coast, and you still had to be stuck on stupid about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. At a young perspective, that sounds retarded. I think you really have point what the point is. What it means stupid. Because I never heard someone say, all right, so I'm gonna go back to the same type of shot I just got shot at. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll be living.
Well, he didn't get shot there, but he did all his nonsense
dirt.
in the area.
You know what I'm saying?
In the area.
I'm saying, like,
Talking to Mike.
Listen,
sorry,
he
that's
got
what I'm
them bullets in that red truck that he got. All right, what city cat driving a red truck like that with 4 doors?
You'd be surprised.
And stuff like that.
You'd be surprised.
Not in New York City. never.
That big?
Not in New York City.
Nah, that big.
How you find parking?
Good point, touche.
Bro, he got that in Maine, and he was adjusting. If you get a truck like that, you was adjusting. I'm just saying.
Why are you back in New York?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
All habits die hard.
Ain't gonna lie, I did see some big ass Jeeps in New York City. There, we let your place.
Jeeps.
But that's
That's
the
a
point.
pickup truck he died in, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right,
A full-fledged 4x4 pickup truck.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know how expensive gas is?
dude. From here to Maine, you probably paying over $1,000 easy,
Why are you
Yes.
back in New York?
I can start a whole family.
dude.
That's what I
Dude.
can do. I can start a whole business.
Maine must be that effing boring for you to come back to Harlem.
I don't care how boring it is.
I should have laughed, but it's so absurd. Like,
Bro,
yo,
Boston's right there.
he ain't gonna go to Boston, dude. He ain't gonna go to Boston.
Boston's right there. Yes or no?
You're right.
You go
You're right.
Philly. You go any place. Jersey, something else. You said it.
What?
He's stupid.
I'm not even gonna take my
He's
chance
stupid
on
that you
Philly.
say. Like, it's like, you know what? It's like, it's like you're being blood going to Crip territory.
Flagging.
You got shot. You got shot one time. You look and survive. You made it back. No problem.
Real
You're back on
talk.
your own feet, and you're going right back to that same. Test your luck.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would have kept all the way. I would have went to Canada.
Forget
I
that.
would have kept this. I would have kept this so official. I'm going
Go
to
to Toronto.
Canada.
Go to Toronto, man.
I'm going to cross.
Can you
Cross the water.
talk to Mike?
I'm going to cross the water.
England.
England. I'm living someplace that no one ever could think about finding me.
Think about it. Brock Lesnar on his free time wants to be around nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody.
He's that guy.
He just want to fish and be
a butcher.
Be a butcher.
be a butcher. And he's done nothing wrong. But
Yeah.
he definitely want to bow your side in the alley. I'll tell you that. But like, come on now.
Yo, this is the dumbest.
Yo, he set black people back. I'll kill anybody.
No. Fuck all that. No. Don't put us in the same boat. Do not put us in the same
He
boat.
set
as
black people back with
this
this
dumb
one.
motherfucker.
No,
here,
listen, man. They're gonna start being selective with these witness protection programs. You know how stupid you gotta be to do something like this?
No, it's the arrogance. And then
No,
go back.
no.
I like
No,
the arrogance.
it is arrogance.
In arrogance,
It's pure
there's stupidity.
arrogance.
Pure arrogance. Because you've been out for 6 years. And
You
Lord
think he's king of
knows,
Harlem.
it's not the first time he was visiting Harlem.
No, it wasn't the first time either. It was like he did multiple trips to Harlem.
Bro, you can be arrogant and have reasons to be arrogant. You could also be arrogant and it be fueled by a lot of stupidity and recklessness.
Yeah, you're right.
This was absolutely
Stupidity.
reckless, stupid. Like, again, like you said before, this profile of unpredictability, I would have fed him to the wolves. No beef. No beef. No beef.
No matter what we say, I had a second chance life. I'm not living here.
I'm not wasting resources like that on individuals like him.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm not.
You know how upset I would have been?
He was
if
angry.
if I'm the DA or the FBI,
I've been pissed.
if I gave him that, and then come to find out you get murked in New York.
You know what it is? That DA probably long retired.
Listen, I'm
Or
sure.
probably long retired. So
sure.
it's like, hey, my problem.
I'm sure they was monitoring this very closely, and they got to a point where, like, you know what? Let's just take bets on this.
Yeah.
Let's just take bets on this. When is it going
How many years you got? Right, I bet 5. No, I bet 6.
At some
I
point,
bet 10.
There you go.
I bet 2.
the eyeball be like,
Here's the Deadpool.
it's gonna
Nobody
happen
in
on
now.
Halloween.
At Devil's
back
Night.
in town.
Devil's Night on top of that.
Perfect timing. It's happening.
Hey, what's it, 3
On
o'clock too?
Devil's Night.
You know?
Of all nights, Devil's Night.
3 o'clock too? What coincidence?
I don't even think kids was out. I don't even think kids, did like some pre-Halloween thing. They wasn't even outside getting candy yet, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody egging houses. Nobody throwing toilet paper.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Bro, if you was looking to go to a diner after the club, you could have just said the main.
Yeah.
We're asking the highway, man. Just long drive home, man. Like,
I don't get
I hear
it.
like you want to go to the club that bad? You want to go to the club that bad, though?
Check me out, right? You're clubbing in Harlem.
There's clubs in Portland, Maine.
There's clubs all over New York City, man. You could have went downtown Manhattan and partied.
You probably didn't fancy the bluegrass. I don't know.
Jersey.
Nah, you can't go to
Think about what he did.
Yeah.
He came from Maine,
Go
which
back to
means you to
Harlem.
come through Connecticut. You know how many good places and good clubs are in Connecticut right now?
Oh, a lot.
Bro, I'm not
Philly?
taking my chances in
A
New
lot.
Jersey.
You're gonna pass
Yo,
Philly.
you're right. Absolutely. Stay in the New Hampshire area.
Stay up there. What are
Exactly.
you doing down here, bro?
You lost your privileges a long time ago.
Wasting tax dollars and
Seti,
resources.
hold on. Check this out, right? They say he started a new life, right?
Yeah.
He could have flew to California. He could have flew to Texas.
Yep.
He could have flew to Florida. Anywhere.
Nobody knows him in the West Coast. Nobody knows him in Texas.
He been fine.
I could have been in Arizona.
Nobody knows him. Nobody knows who
He
he
could have been in
is.
Vegas partying right now. If he wants to go and party back, guess what? I'm gonna take a plane. I'm going to Vegas.
Why not?
I have a whole new life. They don't know who I am.
You know, Abraham Rodriguez. Okay.
Wow. You could go some places. Look at the
You know what? We're gonna break the tension.
But you know what it is? His dumb ass deserve what he got. I'm sorry to
We're
say
gonna
that.
break the
Point blank.
tension. No, we're gonna break the tension.
I'm not sorry to say that.
We're gonna break the tension.
shouldn't
It's
laugh. My bad.
story time, fellas.
Go ahead.
Okay, story time, fellas. So
Well, we know who's not going to be a wise guys.
Too soon?
I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing. at this-
I'm sorry.
this-
It's just so. It's so
Anyway,
absurd.
So Walt and I, we went to a concert for Blast, right?
Yes,
We have the
This
podcast.
was on the 2nd of October.
2nd
which is a
October,
Saturday.
right? It was Saturday night, right?
Mhm.
And we've been meaning to talk about this story.
Well, it's quite the story.
Now, the whole gist of the story is what?
Intense. It was not working.
No, here it goes. The distance is I'm not working tonight.
He's not working
Right?
tonight.
That's the remember what the quote I said, I'm not working tonight, all right?
Yeah.
That's what
All
it
right.
was.
So Blast was a good concert. Awesome. We did the review, we did the recap. We never got to the story. So after the Blast concert, we went out for food.
Yes.
We attempted to go get food.
So it
Rewind.
started off as a disaster.
It started off a disaster. Because you wanted a chicken sandwich, right?
Some spicy chicken sandwich. I just got a thing for spicy chicken sandwich.
That's his thing.
That's just my thing.
That's Walt's thing, right?
That's just my
Yeah.
thing.
He likes spiced chicken sandwiches.
The place was closing at a.
No. Because he went on. Because Walt said, "I'm gonna go on YouTube, right?"
Yes.
And he said, "I'm gonna look up late night eateries in Brooklyn."
I've had this for I think well over a year now.
All right.
In my notes. Yeah.
So we're in Brooklyn. He starts pulling these random spots. We get to the first spot. It's well known for their fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Whoop. All right. Pull up there. I'm like, I want to order it because we're talking to Crammy on the phone.
Yes.
Talking about what Blast was doing, the concert was,
Yep.
the difference between From Flex and Blast's DJ.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I walk on the spot. What are they gonna tell me? First thing in their mouth is, "Oh, sir, how you doing? COVID card." I'm like, yeah, well, I have my COVID card, but I don't want to order any drinks. I want to get food. Because of COVID, kitchen's closed. I'm like,
Seriously?
what time the kitchen closes? Oh, closed like, I think they said like an hour and a half ago. I'm like, but you guys open till late night. What happened to the food? Well, because of COVID. I'm like, oh.
So the kitchen's closed because of COVID, but you out here trying to press me about drinks?
Yes.
You crazy?
No, drinks do sell, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I'm gonna leave with some food in my system. It's not gonna happen.
That's for Walt. Okay. so Walt's like, I'm like, what's up? He's like, he's like, intense. I know you like tacos. Yeah, I know. I love tacos. Shout out to my little spots that do tacos. I'm a taco savage, right? So we drive down John de Winsburg. We get to a famous taco spot, right?
Yeah.
It hits. Very good. You pull up.
Uh-huh.
I see a sign that says cash less or no cash. I'm like, what? Your famous taco street spot around here.
They only take cash, right? something like that.
No,
Yeah.
Question mark.
Right? Cash, question mark.
But
Right?
we ain't gonna ask you. Okay,
I'm like,
cool.
all right, there's no way. It's because I've seen, people were forking up a lot of money for these tacos.
Yeah.
Even inside the drink bar menu was huge. I'm like, ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. I walk up inside. I said, let me see the menu. I said, cool. And also you can order online. I think you can order online too.
Okay.
Which made no sense. Like, if you go online, I should order, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get there, I'm like, okay, I want to order some food, but I see a sign that says you guys don't take card. No, we take cash. I'm like, I turn around. I see the ATM next to me. I said, F that. With a middle finger. I walk back to the car that's still parked.
The crazy thing is, I offered these days. He's like, no, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Because I'm like, I know money's tight for you. Money's not tight for you, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
So, we do that.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the pizza spot, which was called, what's the spot called again?
I forgot what it was called, but they had some really cool names for the pizzas and stuff.
And we get there,
Really good pizza.
and the pizza was slamming.
Really, really good pizza.
Very fresh ingredients. I think we did talk Vinny's Pizza.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Vinny's Pizza, it's in Williamsburg. They have a slice called the Mac Attack. They have a whole bunch of slices. That's
Yeah,
like,
it's
mac and cheese on it.
I think it was like hamburger.
They have like different types. With like,
I think they did some mac and cheese slices. It was like weird. Ground musk pie, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious, right?
So,
So we're looking at the clock. It's like 12. If it was like 11:45, it was something around 11.
it was like fairly early after.
Fairly
getting on the
early,
show,
right?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, Blast Show's popping. It's fairly early. I look at Walt. Walt looks at me. I'm like, yo, let's go to the club. I said, really? I said, yo, I want to take you to Flamingos. We're going to start you off small.
We're gonna make a stop.
We're going to make a stop.
Emphasis on stop.
Because I was still hungry.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to go to Quick Check. I mean, Quicks. Not Quick Check, Quicks.
Yes.
Quicks.
Shout out to Quicks. It's a, you know been to Quicks before?
Never been to Quicks.
Oh, you would like it.
Where is it?
It's a deli spot, but it's really, really good. Everything is fresh because the guy that owns Quicks, he owns the grocery store around the corner.
Nice.
It's also like a vegetable stand. So all the ingredients you get tasting there is fresh.
Nice.
Nothing's like,
That's in Brooklyn.
it's in Jersey, in Patterson. Right?
Legit.
All right.
Legit. Really legit spot. I'll take it in with me one of these days.
All right.
Right? So we get to Flamingos, right? I walk in the spot. It's probably, it was early. It was like 10, no, it was before 11.
Yeah.
Because when we got there, it was like 10:30-ish, 10:45, probably hitting around 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
So you walk in the door. I said, what's up, my man? I said, what's my other homie? And I'm walking through, and every time I walk through, somebody comes to me, oh my God, you're here. When you gonna start? I'm like, start what? I'm off. You talking about start what? What you talking about? You're not DJing tonight? Nah.
Same thing I thought.
Right? I said, no, I'm not. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to the back. I'm going to chill my homies. I can't even get the food because one of the guys' name is Enrico. He's a chef. I want you guys to the meet. It's really good. Food slams, right? So I go to the back and chill out with Walt, right? Walt's there with me.
Yes, very
Walt
nice.
sees some very nice ladies, right?
Sure
I
is.
introduced Walt to the dancers that worked there.
You know.
And I met some new ones too. But I was still there to chill with my man Walt,
Oh,
right?
for sure. Had some, some good conversation.
Yeah, so Walt doing the banter. The smoke hookah. You, my boy Terrence, we out there, we all chilling, we all having a good conversation outside. Because when I go to the club, I'm usually working. So the fact I go to the club to relax, it's fantastic to me. I love it.
Yeah.
Right? But they're chilling in the back, and every 5-10 minutes, somebody keeps coming to me like, "Yo, Tess, what you doing out here? Why you not DJing?" I'm like, "I'm not DJing. The DJ's supposed to be here. I don't know where he's at." And besides, I came to chill with him too, because I didn't see my man in a long time, right? Well, chill in the back, right, Walt?
Yes.
Where's where you coming?
There was a point we chill in the back. I'm meeting different people, shaking hands, being respectful and stuff like that.
Walt finds his little thing he likes. You know what I'm saying? I give him the alley-oop, like,
stuff like that. Chatting up a bit.
Podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Add some, some eye contact, some, questions, little banter. Got some smiles. Just being myself. And and there's a point where like that. Walking away, just, chatting, doing his thing and stuff like that.
But I'm coming back.
He's coming back. He's doing the same thing for a while. But then there's a period of time where I'm just posted there and stuff like that. I'm like, where the hell is Kev and stuff like that? where is? Because the timing between him coming back and forth to now where it's just me, just chilling outside, and stuff like that with these, some of these shows that I barely know, but nonetheless.
But they're being hospitable to my brother
very,
right here.
Very hospitable, very respectful, very cool, professional and stuff like that. Yeah, where's Kev? His boy Terrence, comes through. He's like, yeah, I think he went inside. I think he's like next to the I think he said he was next to the DJ, but I'm like, why would he be next to the DJ? He's off today, and stuff like that. And then it gets to a point where he's not working, but he's DJing. I don't know how that makes sense or if it makes sense, but he's not working, but he's DJing. And let's make a stop turn to he's DJing, but he's not working. And this stop went on for a very long time. This wasn't no exit off. I'm gonna put gas, get a few snacks for the road back home. This was just like, yo, I'm gonna put some time in. I'm gonna talk some more. I'm gonna DJ, and stuff like that, and talk some more and DJ.
Go ahead.
And stuff like that. And me, I was just spectating, enjoying the visuals. But boy, was this quite the stop. I'll tell you.
See, let me tell you what happened, right? So, in the middle of me going back and forth talking outside, when the promoter shot at my boy Hetty, and he comes to me, yo, Intense, I don't think old boy's gonna show up till late. I'm like, all right, what you want me to do? Yo, you think you can spin some songs for a few seconds? I'm like, I ain't got my laptop here. He's like, well, use theirs. I'm like, all right, whatever. I end up going to the booth.
Well, you're spinning some songs, all right.
I'm in the booth, right?
Yeah.
I'm DJing about half an hour. I didn't even know I was DJing half an hour. This guy calls me like 3-4 times. I didn't even see the phone ring or even feel it because I was in that, I'm like, I'm in the booth trying to figure out, all right, it's not my laptop, but I got to start going through the songs in my head that I know's going to hit till my boy gets here because I know what songs are popping. Mm-hmm. So we're doing that side by side. My man walks to the door, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, Intense, just talk on the mic while I'm set up my stuff. I said, all right. I'm talking.
Calling names.
He's setting up.
Calling more names.
He's playing. I'm talking some more. To the point I'm talking, he's DJing so much and the energy so high that I see Walt to the right of me just going like, what are you doing? I said, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Wow. But it feels I'm not working though. And Walt is like this. He's bouncing the beat. I'm looking at the crowd. They're bouncing with the beat. I'm still talking myself. My boy, it just turned to a party.
And mind you, 30 minutes, right?
Became what? 3 hours? 2 hours?
Became 3 hours. Not working. Not working. In the midst of this stop, I'm enjoying the visuals. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, Kev, the next time I see these visuals, it's gonna be on your tab. I did my part. We went to the show, we ate, we made a stop, and the stop was Kev not working. That went from 30 minutes to hours.
But you had a good time.
I did have a good time. I just didn't have the type of time I would want. But I had a good time.
He wanted to go to the lap dance room.
Yes, I did. And there was a particular woman.
We're not gonna name drop her.
We're not gonna name drop her.
I don't want you savages going to find out who she is.
Who's wearing a particular?
You're gonna tell me after the end of the show.
Yo, you have her IG?
I think I do somewhere.
Yeah, I need that.
I think I don't know if I have it.
Something like that. But yeah, she was looking pretty good in this particular color. I'm not even gonna mention the color either. So, Like, sorry, I'm selfish.
But the vibe on that was because it was funny because me and him were DJing, and we leave there. They're like, "Yo, throw my man some bread." I'm like, "Bread for what?" Bro, he probably did like a half an hour, 40 minutes. Like, nah, you will get paid. And they're getting like 70. I think it was $70. I got $80. I got.
So it was a lucrative stop.
Yes, I made capital
where he was not.
I was not working.
Because working.
No, you understand? They kept bothering me, and then when my man Henny come ask me, I'm like, I got you, because you my man's, and I do the solid. Everybody else be like, nah, I'm off the clock. You gonna figure it out. Keep playing them mixes in there. Keep playing those mixes with 6-9 songs on there. Go ahead, leave me alone.
So I'm gonna shoot Kev some bill. I understand the circumstances when you work at a place where, like, the people you work with like you, and they find themselves in a tough spot. And you just try to fill a void for however long that void needs to be filled. So I definitely get that. At the same time, from my perspective, I was in a situation watching a lot of things that I could not touch. So my whole thing is like, yeah, that dynamic was playing on me.
I want to go home and change the clothes real quick and come back in a second, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, we'll go to the bank and change the clothes quick.
Call it what you want, audience, especially if there's some female listeners. I'm a man at the end of the day, and I own my masculinity. Not taking it away from me.
I do what I want.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I do what I want.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, woman. I got this.
It was fun.
It was a night of two halves. That's what
It wasn't that two halves. It was fun, but it wasn't like I intentionally went to go work.
I'm not working.
His intentions versus the reality of the situation didn't quite align the way we thought it would.
All I said,
I am not working. That's it.
And all they said was, "Where's your laptop?" And I would have said, "Off the clock."
Yeah. But I tell you though, someone would offer a laptop and he didn't bring the laptop.
No, that's all I would have said.
It was one of those things.
Just one of those days
that they sprung it on me. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. I what was it? No free money.
Oh man.
Dude, I did yesterday night because I was going to this party last night, and my ass went to my job to say hello, and I spent the rest of the hours of my job. Like, it's like 2 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. I missed this party, man, like a dumbass.
With the skeleton outfit on?
Yep.
You got paid.
Yeah.
So what you worried about it for? It happens.
They rolled the dice on a sticky situation, and they called it right.
Yeah.
That's what happened that night. Just in case dude was tardy or whatever, the technical difficulties was at that time. Kev is coming through and stuff like that. We might be able to get him to not work today, but work today. So we'll see what happens.
All right. So.
He wasn't working, okay?
No.
So after we finally came back home, I never asked you this, but
what's up?
But once once we came back, back to Rockland and whatnot, and after that, you dropped me off, and then you went home. Was you being interrogated?
No.
See, lucky guy.
Yeah. Because here's what happened.
What happened was
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, right? So before I left, I said I'd be back around like 12:30. She goes, "No, you're not, because I know you're unpredictable, and you're gonna walk in at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning because you're gonna be like, I went to the club and got stuck."
Oh well, at least she called it for you.
Wow. And I said, "Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way."
Because I was not gonna be there for that long. What ended up happening for 30 minutes.
You would have lost some money that day, bro.
Oh, bro. If I would have bet, oh man,
she would have cleaned you up.
Yeah. I would have never lasted a second or not, man.
Oh man.
But like I said though, you had a good time, so I don't know why you complain about it for.
Listen, man.
Exactly.
Listen, man.
Quit.
Is gonna be the sequel. This was an acceptable, understandable, good time. But the next time though,
It's on my tab.
It's on his tab.
All right. 1 second. Let me get the song queued up.
This funny thing.
What?
It sounds crazy. So I told you how I said the person in said other country or state I had messed with. My friend put me on that she was slightly not all there, but I said why not? Let's try it. It's long distance. I remember one day I was just I didn't like talking to her. One day
It happens. Don't feel bad.
I just like talking to her. I don't know. It's like I was blinked out. I was not thinking about that. I was thinking about I think I had sports that week. I was like, I can't think about this right now. No, not you. Ooh. She got mad. Why you ask me questions? I live here, you live there. We think I'm cheating. We go back and do some
Talk on the mic.
You think I'm doing crazy stuff? You think I'm gonna parkour over here? Think I'm back yeah. I got some girl in the house ready. Without you.
Parkour like cheating. It's only fun till someone gets hurt.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, right there. I'm body. That's hey right there.
Goes to this guy.
I smoked that. Stop it. Stop it. I smoked that. That's a lot of hate right there, man. It's okay, man. It's okay. I was quick with it. I get it, man. That quick draw's a little different sometimes.
Hold on. Wait. It's time to go. We gotta go into it. I'm gonna ask the question when we
hit the music, Dan.
All right. So we're gonna do it blindly because it's getting late. Hold on.
Dude.
Get this through your head, wise guy. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. Without me, you personally, every wise guy still around, will take a piece of your wise guy. Where's you? Don't ever go over my head again.
You know what time it is, man. So it's a wise guy corner question. So the question I have for the gentleman here tonight.
Is it a bulk question from the earlier in the show?
No. There's actually I'm throwing a curveball because the question I had prepared up we had in the group chat, but
go ahead.
I want to save that for the next episode. So the question I have for you is one: which is worse, failing or never trying?
Wow.
Emperor Key, which is worse, failing or never even trying?
No brainer, never even trying. No brainer. I'm sure on you. No
And
brainer.
your reason behind that is what?
Because I have multiple people in my life or myself. I told myself I should have went for that task or tried it, and I realized after not doing it, people was like, "You messed up," and I'm like, "You're right," because I see that if I would have tried it, at least I would have seen what results were like. For example, I never want to do track. They told me we wanted to try track. I honestly did not really have much a passion for it. But last year doing it, I was slightly natural at it. But you know what the problem was? I never tried it before that. So about last year trying a sport that I never did.
And what did I tell you before about trying out track and field? What did I tell you?
They always do it. Try it out.
And you end up liking it, but it was too late, right?
Too late.
Yeah, see? Listen to your boy when I talk.
So at the end of the day, our brother was right. But I can't lie though. It was hearing that question was easy, no brainer.
But it could have easily been not for you.
That's true. But at the same time, I never tried.
But you never tried it. But the thing is, at least you gave it a go.
Yeah,
exactly.
I had to give it a go. Me not trying it, not gonna help nobody. Like, say if I did decide to go to college or some place, college or something that did do track, because I was like, why not? It's college. What's worse that can happen? I could be like, I say a pro now, but I can definitely done it. I'm like, damn, this is hard. I didn't. And actually, you didn't do it in high school? No. Why you didn't try in high school? I don't know. I didn't want to try it, but I want to try it now.
It's not necessarily true. There are late bloomers that go on to be all-time greats. And
Yep,
whatever
happens all the time. Let me walk. Antonio Gates, prime example. One of the NFL leading tight ends. Was a basketball player in college. Transitioned to become a tight end in the pros. Most like a Hall of Fame bound tight end.
Tim Duncan had started playing basketball till he was 14.
Yep. So it happens.
He's regarded as the best ever in his position.
So he said, which is worse, my friend? Failing or never trying?
I'll be honest with you, there's regret in both of those things, but the regret of failure is not as deep as the regret of not trying. I feel like if you don't try something, like it's like not even attempt to do it. It's like it's worse to me than failing, because failing you can always learn from the failure and do better.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't sting as much. So, at least I did try something. I may have bust my ass. I may have made a fool of myself. But at least I tried to attempt to do something. But as to not try it at all, it's like it's gonna leave you with so many what ifs in your brain that it's gonna bother the hell out of you, and it'll be another added regret in your mental library. Like, I should have did this. I should have went for this. Should have went for that. Yeah, F these people who think I'm gonna be a clown if I do it the wrong way. At least I did it. Could they say the same thing? I mean, in real talk, it's like we're not sure when our departure is gonna be on this planet, and I would feel like if anything, you should do everything you can to do and attempt the most things possible that's feasibly possible. And if you fail, okay, just dust off, try again. Just keep attempting to do something and add on to what you accomplish in life, because at least you can say you did spend your time. Your time was well spent on this planet attempting to do things not many people wanted to do, or fear of doing it because of failure. Like, I'd rather fail and then learn and then try again than not to attempt at all, because it's like that analogy. You miss the shots you don't take.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Walt. Which is worse? Failing or never trying?
I mean, they both have their layers to it, depending how you look at it and how you're wired as a person and your upbringing and stuff like that. But me, I would say never trying, mainly because you always find yourself in this loop of what ifs that you can never you could always hypothesize. You don't know what the outcome will ever be because you've never tried, you never attempted, you've never gone through that journey. So I'd say not trying is the worst. And also, when you put it in the grand scheme of things, if at some point you decide to become a parent and stuff like that, the last thing you ever want to make acceptable is tell your kid it's okay, you don't gotta try. Like, that's the wrong example, and you could set back that kid's individuality and character back for years for the most part. And also it could be to the point where, like, your kid might be excelling in something that you always tried, and you might stunt their individuality because you find yourself living in vicariously through them, which could be the very same type of situation in failure as well. But the only difference is with failure is, like, as long as you gave it your best shot, you did everything you could to put yourself in that position to do whatever you wanted, and it just didn't work out. As long as you could look at yourself in the mirror and not be consumed by it, I think failure is a lot easier to manage than trying, because trying, again, ties in with, like, questions that you never answered. And also it also ties in with regrets. And as humans, even though it's human nature to have regrets, it's also good that we try not to have regrets, to be honest with you. So I think not trying is ultimately bad because you leave unanswered questions.
All right. I'm going to answer it, and then I'm going to add a caveat. We all going to say the same thing. Not trying something is where it's at for me. Because this is bringing my caveat. I think society has trained us, either because of school or either because even in everyday life, that failure is really, really bad. For me, it's quite opposite. You need to fail in order to learn. You gotta flap at something. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with failing at all. Because without failure, there's no success.
I agree.
And I feel like failure builds character too.
Exactly. So with the not trying part, it hurts. Because then, like you said, you deal with regret, or you might end up doing it whenever you're not trying, and later in life, it's like, wow, this was really, I should have did this earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Leave unanswered questions on the table.
You know what I mean? Do you think that schooling, especially school in society today, do you think that they encourage the not trying over failures? And that's why people don't want to try things nowadays.
I guess I might just go first. Since
I'm no, this is open for everybody. I'm not going to go around the circle. I just think for me that I think school doesn't teach people to fail.
You know what it is? School.
It doesn't prepare people to fail.
I think school in itself is a waste of time because they don't teach what needs to be taught before you get sent to the real world.
Yes.
And I feel like it's schools in general nowadays. I feel like it's just a way to set you up for failure because you're expected to do this, that, and the third, but they didn't give you the tools to able to achieve those things with the least amount of, consequences attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like they teach you they go to college, but don't teach you how to save your money or to invest, so you're able to pay for that school and not be tied to debt for the next 30 years of your life. They don't teach you how to change a tire. They don't teach you how to, build a shelf or bookcase and all that stuff you used to do back in the day. They don't teach you to do much.
There's no wood shop no more.
There's no wood
Did
shop.
you have wood shop in school?
I did have to wood shop. But
Okay.
It was like, I think like the first year, and after that, like.
They took it away or they still have it?
I think they took it away, actually. I think I had my first freshman year. At that, I don't think I've ever seen it again, but it's just me not having a class. That could be it. It's me seeing me not having a class.
It's not much of a cooking class as it once was,
Well, they have BOCES for that.
Yeah.
That's
specialized.
But I mean, in high school, they used to.
They used to.
Not anymore.
Well, I'll put it like this.
Oh, this cooking was really home ec.
That's what I meant. Home ec, yeah.
If we're talking about...
But I think everybody needs to learn to cook eventually.
If we're talking about, like...
but I'd rather be able to be on the floor running.
Sure.
I'll give like two. It's a two-part
Go ahead.
answer to what I see. If we're talking about like academics and athletics and stuff like that, they'll for the most part they'll always encourage you to try. The teachers that really care about their students and their job will definitely challenge you because they want more for you and stuff like that in terms of like your academics and your potential. As far as athletics go and stuff like that, I just feel like we're in an era with 8th place trophies where I feel like they are stripping kids of their competitive fervor to drive more, to go further, especially if they failed, but they want to get better and get that first place and stuff like that. So I feel from that standpoint where everyone gets a medal, that's a failure to kids, and you are pretty much shielding them from the real world and stuff like that because ain't no eight medals going on in the Olympics. That's just not happening.
Yep.
But also where school fails us is that they restructured the curriculum where they made us scholars for the sake of academics and paperwork instead of making us scholars for the reality of life. There's a lot of stuff that they teach us we don't need. We really don't need unless you plan on being a mathematician or working with angles and stuff like that,
or working with pharmaceuticals.
You don't need it. There's specific skill sets that need that. Like like if you're in like say the Navy, you a sniper, angles, and a high degree of intelligence is very important in wind direction. Well, that's okay. That's very specific, but not everybody's doing that. Taxes, working on being a homeowner, insurance, managing your money and stuff like that. Those are important, essential things. The fact that you decided to take this out of the curriculum and stuff like that, and then wonder why all these kids are still living with their parents is beyond me. It's beyond me.
Well,
to a degree, because not to say that we are not in an age where you can't find this information out and question it, but there was a time where none of this was available. And you were seeing a lot of the older generations being taught things to survive.
I think.
Think about it.
The one part what you said about kids about living with their parents, that has changed, especially now,
dramatically
because of inflation and wages aren't going up. Your only option really is to live with your parents. Sometimes,
much.
I'm not saying it's a wrong thing, but they're culpable. In what I'm saying. What I'm also saying is like Look at our parents, come from serious, humble beginnings,
True.
who had to uproot themselves and learn fast and raise families with the circumstances they were. They didn't have no parents or safety net to fall back on. And I always tell my mom, like all the time, like I would rather have those skill sets, survival skill sets, learning on my feet. And this was in an era where there was no social media, no cell phones like that, no computer or anything like that. You come to a foreign country where you don't really know the language, you just know you gotta make things happen quickly and stuff like that. And communication isn't what it is today, back then and stuff like that. So I would rather be being able to survive, like in terms of being able to survive and thrive, lifestyle as an adult versus like being like a bookworm and stuff like that. Yeah, there are different skill sets, but at the same time, knowing that I can move and deal and navigate my way through the world is much more important.
I think because of the times that our parents were in, it was much easier to get ahead. Like to be a nurse back then, oh my God, it was so much easier. To be, an engineer, it was much. Now they load you with so much books and stuff to learn to be a nurse nowadays, bro. It's ridiculous.
I'm sure it was, but they focused on things that mattered.
Yeah,
that allowed you to
back
be,
then, but nowadays it's like they pile on stuff, and I think because times have changed,
Yeah.
and the fact that we as a society haven't really evolved
No.
with it, I feel like sometimes we really regress. And with the schooling and whatnot, it's teaching some of these kids to be like ants on a soldier line.
Pretty much, the lemmings.
You know what I'm saying? And just it's either you go to work, come home, pay bills, and that's it. Your job's gonna take care of you. Get up again, go to work, come home, take care of the house, pay your bills, go to bed. And it's that endless cycle with schooling. And I feel like preparing kids for life, especially these new age kids, I'm nervous.
They're not ready.
I'm nervous.
Like my thing is like the thing with me is like, yes, paying bills is inevitable. We especially when you go on your own, you got to manage that. But it's like it's okay to learn how to manage those fundamental things while putting yourself in a position where you can move how you choose to. Where you're able to do whatever you want at any given time, whether it's start a new project that's lucrative but you're passionate about and you think you can execute at a high level, or if at time you just are burnt out and you just need to get away from whatever you're doing and just you just hit the reset button and figure things out. And my biggest thing about it is that yes, we need people who are doing that are willing to do the 9 to 5 stuff, getting great benefits, getting paid well or whatnot. And, that's essential to like the ecosystem of like business and just finances. Someone got to do the work one person ain't going to do at this point.
Facts.
It is what it is. That's a given in any aspect of life for the most part. But my thing is just like, the education that they decided to make obsolete is hurting these generations going forward, and even my generation to a degree. It's just like it's not okay.
No.
Revisionist history, omitting things that are essential to households and providing for yourself, your new family that you're building, whether it's your newlywed, your kid that you got on the way. Like these are important things. This can't just be swept under the rug. That's why I feel like if certain schools need to be made for certain cultures, we need to do that. We need to do that. We need to be unapologetic about it. There can be no war on this. It's just like if we're not getting something that was clearly beneficial in the past that's for some reason obsolete now, what's the point?
Well, we're gonna end the show on that. Walt, give me your handle.
My IG is IM_WAL 14 at the end. I'm on IG. I say what I feel. I do what I want on there, respectfully. And yeah, this is on the record.
Said he said.
All right, you already know what it is. SETI55 is my private page, and my public page is SETI Rudy's POV, both on IG. I would share my Facebook page, but unfortunately, I got done with a lot of BS because of the Chappelle situation that I'm still dealing with. But
listen.
I digress.
Listen, with Dave Chappelle, I stand with Dave Chappelle.
Well, I said what I said, and
I say what I say too.
All right, cool. Listen,
Emperor Key.
Well, it's Emperor Key. It's 0_0. Like with new posts, my cosplay, and that's it.
Wow, that ain't right.
It's the host of the most DJ Intense. Follow me at DJ INTENCE. All right. Follow the podcast page as On The Record. Place to see with a K. Yeah, this episode will be in 2 parts, guys. So
Yeah, because we went way too long in this one.
No, it's not because it went way too long. I actually like it 2 parts.
All right.
Yeah. Because it gives you time to take a lot of notes.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Shout out to my boy Spotlight CV. Your advice is working. I'm up in my crypto. So
that's what's up.
The coin of the week for me is Mana. If you guys know MANA, it's the future. And the reason being is because of Meta. If you guys know what Meta is, you guys should know. Facebook has now changed its name to Meta. And they're making a new reality world of like a Ready Player One.
Oh, boy. So let's see. I'm going to say this. So instead of spending billions of dollars to help reverse things like homelessness, climate change, all that stuff, we're going right to the future as in Ready Player One.
Listen, man. I just want to invest in it to make money. I don't care what happens to those people who will be in there.
Dude, we'll be in that future.
Not me.
We're going to be at Elysium up in the sky. All right.
Listen, they want to tune in me live. I have the little thing right here. But other than that,
nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it myself either, though. That whole thing
with this headset.
Nah, I'm good, homie.
Bro, you know people are gonna get lost in that thing all day long.
I see people break their TVs, punch kids in the face. I'm good on that, homie. I'm good on that. I'd rather play on my TV screen. Thank you very much.
Come on now.
Can you imagine? Imagine somebody online trying to make virtual love. That's be so disturbing.
Actually, it already happens. There's things like that.
With the headset, and like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
play that song in the background. Somebody knocking the boots. Play in the background. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, girl. Long distance.
What the hell you doing in there?
No! Ma!
Mind you might not be naked, you might be just in the bed, like laying down.
Oh my God, my son!
Oh my gosh. Have a good night, guys.
Gosh, God darn it, robots.